Spread your love. And hear what I'm saying now. Spread your love. 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 And hear what I'm saying now. Spread your love. And hear what I'm saying now. Spread your love.
Okay. All right, Mzansi, we are live and alive right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning, and one of the questions that you're going to be asked for today's show is, what are you choosing? Because as the Vooka Breakfast Show, we are choosing impact and empowerment on this beautiful Tuesday morning. I just hope that you're going to be with us, as this is going to be an epic and interesting morning show that we always bring you right here. All you need to do is to connect with us throughout our social media platforms. platforms. We are Vooka Breakfast Show. Right now, we are live on YouTube. Do the most by sharing the live with your loved ones, your friends, and your family members. Also, when you comment, use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show just to keep the movement going. My name is Moketi Maiman, and I'm happy to be with you throughout the show. So please do make sure that you stay with us. If you want to dial us in or call us in, the number to do that is 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. So let's get going with today's show. And you know that we are always dedicated into improving your bucket list so that you, your friends, and your family can travel to what South Africa has to offer, whether it's adventurous, spontaneous destinations that you can visit. We are here to help you with a picture of the day. Yes, there is a picture behind me, and you're asking yourself, where is that place and when can I visit it? So let's get straight into our today's picture of the day, in which is a forest fall in Mpumalanga, nestled along Panorama Route near the Sabi Forest Falls in Mpumalanga is a captivating natural gem known for being the only waterfall in the region that's wider than it is taller. Accessible only by foot via a scenic 4.5-kilometer circular trail starting at the Green Heritage picnic site. The walk winds through lush pine forests and alongside the Mac River. The falls offer a tranquil spot for picnics, bird watching, and even refreshing swim, making it a must visit for nature lovers and hiking enthusiasts. All right. If you're a nature lover, here's one for your bucket list. Ever heard of a waterfall that's wilder than it is tall? We are talking about a forest fall in Mpumalanga. Right. Hidden gem alert. It's tucked along the Panorama Route and only reachable by a lekker 4.5-kilometer hike. Exactly. You walk through pine forest, follow the river, then boom, this wide peaceful waterfall just shows up like a surprise. It is a perfect for a picnic, some quiet bird watching, or even a dip if you're feeling brave. Pure serenity it is found. So if you're in Sebi or just exploring in Mpumalanga, lace up those hiking boots and go chase this beauty. Forest Falls is waiting for you, and you know what's waiting for you. It's Soweto tours with some exclusive packages that you can check them out. So all I need you to do is to buckle up and check this out.
Escape the ordinary and discover the extraordinary with Soweto tours. Whether you're a group of friends or a family looking for a memorable getaway, Soweto Tours has you covered. Our all-inclusive tours take you to South Africa's most stunning destinations, from the scenic beauty of Mpumalanga to the vibrant life of Gauteng and the coastal charm of Durban.
This is Ted, the Wild Irish Comedian. You're watching Vooka Breakfast Show. Tune in every morning, Monday to Friday.
All right, let's keep you updated with your latest news headline. Starting off with your first news headline, EFF calls Mchunu leave a political smoke screen. President Cyril Ramaphosa placed Police Minister Senzo Mchunu on a special leave amid serious claims of ties to organized crime and interference in the law enforcement. He also announced a judicial commission of inquiry. However, critics, including the EFF, view the decision as a cover-up. EFF MP Natsia Paulsen condemned it as cowardly, unconstitutional, and a waste of resources, alleging it's meant to protect a compromised minister. On the next headline, Kachalia replaces Mchunu amid leadership shakes up. President Cyril Ramaphosa appointed Professor Firoz Kachalia as acting police minister after placing Senzo Mchunu on special leave following serious corruption allegations by the KZN Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. Several police generals are also implicated. At the same time, calls are growing for the dismissal of Higher Education Minister Nobuhle Nkabane, who faces separate scandals. On the next headline, the city vows Hammanskraal water supply restored next week. The city of Tshwane says clean water will reach Hammanskraal taps by next week, despite setbacks. A leak at a key reservoir and contamination from a treatment plant have left parts of the area without water for weeks. To address the crisis, 12.5 megaliters are being flushed through the system, and officials are inspecting the Hartbeespoort reservoir. Community tensions remain high and ongoing frustration. That's all for your news headline. Now let's head over to your sports news. Starting off with rugby news. Graham, Sutherland and Ashman called up as cover for the Lions. Scotland trio Graham, Sutherland and Ashman plus Ireland's Thomas Clarkson have joined the Lions to face the Pacifica XV on the 22nd of July, aiding the rest 4 test players. This echoes Gasland's 2017 Geography 6 strategy. Captain Maro Itoje highlighted unity and quality of the newcomers. Graham, red-carded versus Fiji, won't be suspended and joins Brisbane. The others head to Melbourne. Squad now totals 44, including 11 Scots. Sutherland is past the Lions, while Ashman has scored key tries against Australia. Now, on your football news, Palmer inspires Chelsea to stunning win over PSG in Club World Cup final. Cole Palmer stole the show with 2 goals and a stellar assist for Joao Pedro, leading Chelsea to a dominant 3-0 win over PSG in New Jersey. PSG's missed chances and emotional post-match altercation involving manager Luis Enrique overshadowed their previously flawless season. Chelsea's resurgence under Enzo Maresca now includes both Conference League and Club World Cup titles, with Palmer emerging as their standout star. The match drew over 81,000 fans, including Donald Trump and Gianni Infantino, and earned Chelsea £90 million. PSG face a quick turnaround, starting their next campaign with the UEFA Super Cup on the 30th of August. Heading over to your wheelchair tennis news, Donald Rampardi and Gregory Slade claims silver in Wimbledon quad doubles. Donald Rampardi and Gregory Slade claimed silver in the Wimbledon quad wheelchair doubles, failing 6-2 to top seeds Guy Sasson and Niels Vinker. Rampardi expressed disbelief and pride at reaching his first Wimbledon final, calling it a career milestone after also finishing runner-up at Roland Garros. The semi-final win over Kaplan and Schroeder was a grueling 3-set battle, with Rampardi crediting the third set mindset shift as the turning point. He remains optimistic about the future Grand Slam success. That's all for now. Stay tuned for more sports and news updates throughout the show. Don't forget to share your thoughts on these headlines with us on social media using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, and send us your voice note on 060-493-3226. Now let's keep you safer with your latest traffic update. On the first update, on the N12 westbound just past Edenvale, there's a stationary vehicle causing a right lane closure. Proceed with caution if you're heading that way. So, good news on the N1 northbound after Atterbury Road, that earlier stationary vehicle has been cleared and traffic is flowing smoothly again. Expected delays on the N3 southbound after Moderfontein Road. Ongoing roadworks have shut down 2 right lanes. Please drive carefully through the area. That's all for your traffic headline. If you happen to be on the road, please do make sure to share your traffic headline by using the number 060-493-3226. Now, let's get to our morning epic show, accompanied by that daily dose of positivity. So all you need to do is to buckle up and don't go anywhere. 17 minutes past 7, it is the time, and you are still watching the Vooka Breakfast Show. And I welcome you once again back to an epic and interesting morning that we're going to have right here with you. So I just hope that you're going to be with us and stay with us. It's Tuesday morning, man. And one of the things and the question that you need to ask is on this beautiful Tuesday, what are you choosing and who are you choosing? Because for us, we are choosing impact, we are choosing empowerment. So what is it that you are waking up to in terms of choosing on this wonderful week ahead of us? Can you please switch off I'm getting the echo. Yes, of course, man. Of course, everything is now fixed and good for the day, man. As we kickstarted the day yesterday with a very high and positive note, we are looking forward into continuing it with the same spirit because you know what, man, nothing ever beats a positive mindset and a positive way to start your day. As we always do right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, giving you that energetic start to your day accompanied by that daily dose of positivity. So please do make sure that you stay with us across all social media platforms. We are Vooka Breakfast Show. Right now we are live on YouTube. So if you are listening from wherever you are, listening and watching, please do make sure to stay with us. Let us engage. Let us talk because there are not almost, but most of the time we speak about the things that concern us as human beings on our day-to-day basis, right? What is it that we're going through, and what are some of the solutions that we have for the problems that we face, right? So we are here to talk, to debunk, and share the information that we have. If you happen to have any information that you want to share with us, please do make sure, because this show, it's not only about us, it's about all of us who are out there who are trying to make a very huge impact on one's life, right? My name is Moketi Maimane, as I have mentioned, and of course, I'm not alone, man. We are always the Vooka Breakfast team, bringing you the best content that you've never came across in your life. We are just right here in the heart of Johannesburg, which is Soweto, Dobsonville. That is where we are streaming live. This is where we have the best breakfast ever. So please do make sure and join us. I'm not alone, man. I'm with Steve. Good morning, man. And how are you doing this?
Yes, sir. Good morning, man. Good morning. I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. And this is the boy, man. LXD_47 with Steven. Nothing is ever even. Yes, sir, man. Well, go on, man. Well, go on. Yesterday we were celebrating 100th episode.
100th episode, man. It's a movement. It's a journey that we have been traveling. From the first episode, because it did not only mark, a 100th episode, but this started as a thought. It was an idea until it was done. And what it takes is hard work, man. Putting on the effort, determination, and always looking forward to bringing positive things, right? And we know that we always struggle, man. We always struggle. So 100 should mean a lot for some of the people out there. Because imagine waking up, man, each and every day to reach that 100th episode.
Yo, bro.
It's a struggle. It's a struggle that people do not understand. It's a struggle that we always need to talk about. Because as someone who is in front of the camera or a frontline worker out there, there are struggles that you face. And now when you just want to come out in the public and want to act like everything is okay,
it's okay.
It looks bad. It looks bad because until it hits you, when it hits you, it does not only hit you from the outside, but it hits you from the inside also.
It's inside out. Yeah.
Inside out, So I think it is very important, man, to always look backwards, on the journey that we have traveled. Because I always tell people that the trap is always looking at the destination of where you are going. Because when you look at the destination, it's far. And it's easy to get discouraged.
Amen. In the words of Ellen Watts, he says, there is no future, there's no past. It's just the present. The present becomes the past, or the present can be the future. Depending on what you do with the present,
You understand? Yeah. So being in the present moment, man, is the most powerful thing that one can do. You know, because I'm someone who is also struggling to be in the present. I won't lie. I won't lie. Because, like we are always, told about you need to have goals, man. It's
difficult, man. Hey, man, how can I say? I don't even blame you for struggling being in the prison because it's difficult. Because, hey, bro, we're always stressing about the future, you know, always stressing to say, hey man, in the next 5 years, what am I doing? You know?
Yeah.
So, hey.
Yeah, it's some of those struggles that a lot of people don't speak about, you know, in terms of, are you someone who really lives in the present? You know, it's like, it's the question that it's difficult for most of the people to answer, you know, because now you kind of like, I'm always here, you know, but yes, you are here, we see you, but we don't know where is your mind.
Hey man, yesterday I was checking out this book, by Alan Watts.
Yeah.
Hey man, it changed my perspective. That man, the way he saw life, man.
Hey man, Alan Watts is powerful.
Hey man,
very profound.
I was like, all right, cool. From now on, this is how I'm approaching life, man.
Yeah.
This is how I'm approaching life. There's no past, there's no future. It's the present, and make the present the most of what
present,
you can.
Man. Yeah. And the nicest thing about the present is even the past and the future are right in the present.
Everything is in the present.
Everything is in the present because 2 minutes ago, you know, it's the past.
Yeah.
And then in the next 2 minutes, it's going to be the future.
I mean, let me tell you something now. In the past, we just did news now. That was
exactly.
the past, you know? Yeah.
So that phenomenon of, being in the present without even thinking about the future. You know, how does one navigate it? How does one decide to say, you know what, I am 100% sure that I am present in this moment. Nothing is worrying me. Because obviously there are some strings that we have attached of our lives to say, hey man, I gotta pay bills, man.
You gotta do a lot.
You know, I have a subscription that is waiting for me. So when that thing rings a bell in your mind, like, do you consider yourself to be someone who is living in the present? Because I think for me, being in the present allows you, it should be something that speaks of being detached. From most of the things. You know, if you just become detached from most of the things, that's where you become a present because you're not worrying.
And detached meaning free of thoughts also.
Exactly. You know. So now your thoughts are just that free flow in terms of, okay, what is happening right now?
And you know what's crazy, right?
Yeah.
With being in the present. Now this is attaining to athletes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make an example with basketball because that's the one I know mostly.
Yeah.
You know? So in basketball, when an athlete goes into the free flow state, you know what happens in the mind? Nothing. It's just emptiness.
You need an empty mind, man.
And from there, magic happens, right? That's being in the present. Yeah,
man. And you know, speaking of athletes, I think that is one of the biggest challenges that athletes face because. As Eminem said, man, you only get one shot.
Chance,
you know, do not miss your chance.
Yeah.
Because this opportunity, you have trained for it. You know, you've been doing all of the training. You've been practicing. Yeah. Your train of thoughts were always about this day. Now, when this day comes, you know, you kind of feel like, I'm going to be overpowered. Those thoughts, they just come to suppress you in terms of, no, man, you're not good enough with this thing.
Even with Muhammad Ali, the boxer. Because, lately I've been training, like watching his videos and stuff because of speed, on speed. Hey, bruh. He also says to say, hey, man, in the ring, you know what he used to do, yeah? In his mind would be clear. Yeah. And then you're the opponent. And then the whole time I'm speaking stuff, throwing seeds into your mind.
You know? Yeah, because of course, man, when you throw something, as you mentioned that it is a seed, it's going to grow.
It's going to grow.
It's like, hey, what is this guy saying, man? What does this guy say? Let me just go and throw in some punches. And when
next thing you know,
you are here getting tired, then those jabs come to you, man. So, man, that's one of the things that when you start your morning, man, and speaking about what you are choosing, choose to be present because being in the present means you're going to make a meaningful impact in other people's lives or in your life. 26 minutes past 7, it is the time, and you're watching the best breakfast show in Soweto, which is the Vooka Breakfast Show. My name is Moketi Maiman, and I'm with Steven, and we can't just wait to unpack a lot of what we have for you. And of course, speaking about the news, there are always things that are happening in the news that we always come and discuss with you right here, and just to also hear your thoughts, into what you're thinking. And another interesting thing that we're going to be speaking about today is the skincare routines.
skincare routines.
Yeah, and the questions, and the questions, and the questions that are there, because I know that as someone who tried, to have a skincare, because I saw that thing.
You don't anymore.
No, I don't, man. I just let my skin be.
That's a routine.
Nah, I mean. That's why I'm saying there are some of the things that I just gave up on. I'm like, come on, man. I expect instant results.
Oh,
that's the thing.
Instant gratification.
Yeah, so it's that thing that my man, Kanye.
Let's change that mindset, bro. Let's change that mindset, bro.
Kanye, I've seen this thing on TV. It's working. So I want it to work in like 2 days, bro.
No.
So waking up and having a skincare routine. I mean, it's something that when you think about it, kind of what do they call it? Treatment fatigue. There's something that's called treatment fatigue. When you treat yourself and then you just get that fatigue.
Get tired.
Guys, like this is a lot.
But
yo.
It's different, man. It's different. Not if you don't really think of it as a routine. Think of it as how can I say? Think of it as breathing. You can't miss it. That's what I do.
Yeah.
Bro, cold water on the face every morning. I can't miss that. I can't miss. Once a week, say Colgate on the face.
Okay.
That works.
Yeah.
That works because it cleans the dirt from inside. And then bro, like go on with life like nothing happened.
Yeah. I think the another thing is research, man. Because sometimes the reason we give up on things is because we saw someone doing it, and you don't understand why they.
You saw the Ashton Hall guy.
Yeah, we saw the Ashton Hall. It's like, okay, put your face in some cold water, and do those routines, So with me, I think everything that a task, that you always need to learn and spend time on. You also need some research on it.
Yeah, no lie, you do need research.
Because now you are building this mindset within yourself to say, okay, each and every morning, this is what I need to do. But now you need to have like deep reasons of what you're doing it so that it can be meaningful. Understand? That, okay, the goal is to have a clear skin. Why do I need a clear skin? What's the research? You have to look about, the impact, negative and the positive that comes with you taking care of your skin. Because there are people, man, with some flawless skin out there, man.
Hey, bro.
Yes, what are you eating, man?
Yeah.
Oh, man. So I think some of the questions that we're going to be asking is, what is a skincare routine? Yes, you have heard of a skincare routine, and we've seen our fellow, influencers on our social media platforms, doing those skincare routines. And what does it mean to you? Some of these questions of why is it important, we're going to be looking deep into that. But before we go anywhere, we're going to be joined by guests today on the show. 2 guests are going to be joining us right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. So I think it is a conversation that you guys do not want to miss wherever you are, whether you are listening or whether you are watching. It's conversations that are going to take place right here. So those guests are as follow. We're going to be joined by Mr. Arthur Sekhukhune, a passionate community leader, Chief Executive and founder of the Sekhukhune Foundation. I know that it is an information that you would want to sit down for, because we always speak to those people who are making huge impact in our communities, as we call them the movers and shakers of our communities, right? And then the next one that we're going to have again on the community mover and shaker is Khadifele Moeng. So Khadifele, she's an entrepreneur, she's an author, she's a speaker, and a confidence coach. So
confidence coach.
I'm excited to dive deep in the conversation, with her, just to know, man, what does a confidence coach do?
Yeah, how do you coach confidence?
Yeah, how do you coach confidence? Because yes, we always speak about building confidence. Like, yo, man, you need to have confidence wherever you go, man. Show some boldness. Confidence is what needs to speak, outside of you. So I think it is an interesting conversation we are going to get into with her when she is here. So please do make sure that you stay with us by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. All I need you to do is engage with us, and you can dial us in or send us your voice note on 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. So let's head over to our socials and see what we have on YouTube. I have Neliswa Mngqi saying good morning. Hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Hashtag Sivugile. Hashtag Happy Tuesday. Hashtag #1 Breakfast Show. The number one breakfast show that never disappoints you. We always have your back each and every morning, man, from 7 a.m. up until 10 a.m. weekdays, bringing you some of the breakfast conversations that you've never had. Remember, always, whenever you wake up, you know that in your breakfast, yes, other people, they prefer peaceful breakfast.
Breakfast, not
Why
breakups,
am I saying
man.
break?
What's going on? Who do you want to break up with, Mo? Breakups. Breakfast, bro. Breakfast, bro.
Wow. It would be nice to also have a breakup show, man. Imagine.
A breakup show?
Yeah, breakup show.
Well, that's one thing. That's one thing. Maybe we're going to look into that.
Yeah,
breakfast, man.
Yeah, man. In terms of waking up and having those wonderful conversation, and not only conversation, man, a conversation that are impactful, to you, thought-provoking conversation. Because yes, I know a lot of people want a peaceful morning, but there's nothing that helps you to grow your mind with those powerful conversations you can have with yourself or your friends or maybe your family member, right? Because yesterday Brian spoke about something that Jim Quick spoke about when you train your mind, to be the genius that you want to be, which is neuroplasticity.
Neuroplasticity?
Yeah, neuroplasticity. Because the last time, yes, I read it is when the brain adapts, and go above the barrier that it has created for itself to learn new things. It's when it is creating, new neurons, neuron pathways for itself, so that more information can come now. Because there are people who, always resist new information, right? So when there is a neuroplasticity, that is where you train your brain for that, to say, okay, you allow it to now absorb new information, so that you cannot always be that person like, dude, I'm not even interested in what you're speaking about. Just
interesting.
Listen and have some viewpoint nyana, just add some context and content nyana on what the person is saying, right? So that is why our mornings are filled with that, and we always invite you to the conversation. And as we have began with some of the news headlines, there are some that we just want to go through with you, when it comes to what is going on in our country, because we deserve, man, to be updated and up to date with what is going on in terms of the things that we always hear on our news, right? Sometimes you even open up your social media platforms and then breaking news in your screen. And we know that a lot of people have subscribed to these, news outlets where they get news. But we are also here to help you debunk and just summarize them for you in terms of what they mean. What are their key points? What are the implications? And looking into what is going to be done with that. So when we started, man, we started with EFF, calling a political smoke screen.
Hey, man, South Africa is a series, bro.
It's a series, man.
Yeah.
A whole series that people needed to watch. So President Cyril Ramaphosa has played Police Minister Senzo Mchunu on a special leave amid mounting allegation of interference and links to organized crime. However, the economic freedom fighters aren't buying it and saying, you know what, this is the corruption that we've been speaking about. This is you not taking accountability to become the leader that you're supposed to be.
For the first time in my life, I'm agreeing with the EFF, bro.
I mean, a lot of people were actually disappointed in the decision that the president took, right?
Bro.
So one of the key points in this matter is that Mchunu was placed on leave following the explosive claims by the KZN Police Commissioner Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi, right? And Ramaphosa also announced the Judicial Commission of Inquiry into the matter, and the EFF MP Paulson called the move cowardly, unconstitutional, and a smoke screen.
I also would say it's a smoke screen. I mean, what do you call, bro? Things are being exposed. Things about the people that you rule over are being exposed, and then the next thing you're going on leave.
Yeah,
that's like you running away from the truth or something. It's kind of sketchy.
Exactly. So the EFF claims that this is a tactic to protect a compromised minister rather than pursue justice in its own course.
You see,
right? So in terms of what is implying the implication of this whole thing, the EFF stance increases political pressure and public skepticism over the inquiry's intent, and it undermines the credibility of the commission before it begins. it also puts the president in a tight spot between institutional justice and political accountability. Right? So if you happen to know anything about this news headline, man, in terms of the implications against Senzo Mchunu, the president, and also Lieutenant General Mkhwanazi, please let us know by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show, or send us your voice note on 060-493-3226. That is the number that you can do that. And then in terms of, yes, the minister is put on leave. We need to have an acting minister.
That's the thing now.
Right? We need to put someone, and it was going to be suspicious if the president chose someone inside of the national executive, which is the cabinet, right, to say, no, already the lieutenant has mentioned that people in the cabinet
are busy with stuff.
Yeah, they're busy with stuff. They're also implicated in the crimes that have been mentioned when he did the briefing in KZN.
You know, bro, with me, bro, as a South African, and I think I speak for all South Africans,
Yeah.
at this point, it doesn't matter who's appointed to do what, bro. At this point, we just want justice. That's it.
I mean, it matters, man, because the person that is going to be put into that position, they need protection, right? Because we have seen that the commission of inquiry that is going to take place it's also going to involve past ministers, which is Bheki Cele, you know.
Yes.
So there's a pattern that is going on here.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
It's a big pattern. It's a big pattern.
So if Bheki Cele is involved and now Senzo Mchunu, don't you think that the next minister is, going to be part of, like, how do we protect the next, police minister to say he doesn't get involved in those crimes?
Hey, man, I think at this point, first things first, they get paid more than enough. Yeah. So at this point, it's just greed, man. It's just greed. It's like, imagine this, yeah? You are a potato, nah? Just a pure potato, and then we put you in a sack of rotten potatoes. What's going to happen to you? Are you not going to get
rot?
Exactly. So that's what's going on the whole time, just over and over again. So
Kachalia replaces Mchunu amid the leadership shakeups. As Senzo Mchunu steps aside, President Ramaphosa has appointed Professor Firoz Kachalia as the acting Minister of Police, a move that comes during a turbulent moment for leadership within the police cabinet. So Mchunu leaves follow corruption and interference claims by Lieutenant Mkhwanazi, and then Professor Firoz Kachalia, a seasoned legal expert, takes over an acting capacity. Several high-ranking police generals are also under scrutiny.
Did he give a reason as to why Mkhunu is going on leave?
Yeah, because generally,
a valid reason.
Yeah, General said Mkhunu is involved. I mean, he lied, man. He lied on the portfolio committee that he did not know Mokhosi.
Okay.
Right? He lied that he did not know Mokhosi. And then he comes back and say, "Oh, can't you talking about this guy? I know him. Like, come on, bro. We're not kids. We're not kids." And he is also involved in the political task, killings that took place.
Hey, bro.
And one of the guys who was leading some of those gangs was Vooka Matlala, So he was also seen with Senzo Mchunu, and Vooka, buys these political.
So what does this mean? What does this mean? South Africa's been controlled by the underworld organizations the whole time.
The underworld crime, it's always, in its cause and doing, just to disrupt what the system is all about.
Yeah.
So the control and the power that's, inside the political system, it's something that is way above what we think as the general public.
Hey, man, it's too much. It's too much. I mean, this is what happens when you make a country your own private company.
Yeah.
So everybody's looking for shares. These are clearly shares that they're fighting over. So,
but it does not only end there because simultaneously, calls are also growing for Higher Education Minister Nobuhle Nkabane's removal amid unrelated scandals. So everyone in the ministry, in government, the GNU, I mean, they have a lot of things that are going on. Like, guys, whatever that you do today, it will follow you, man.
Going back to what we say, bro.
Man.
Present, dog. The present, bro.
The present moment is where you need to make those good decisions. While you have time, make good decisions so that when we look back, man, into saying, okay, this person is going to lead us. This person is the one that is going to lead the kids. I'm not speaking about anyone. I'm speaking about a higher education minister over here, right? In terms of the implication, this signals a broader leadership cleanup and crisis management by the president. Kachalia's appointment may restore some confidence due to his legal and ethical background, and it also may lead to wider cabinet reshuffle if further ministers are implicated. So we need people to come forward and confess to their crime.
You see, if these allegations are true, then this is, let me give you the source. This is the Business Day,
Yeah.
Business Day. Listen to this. These allegations, if proven true, threaten to undermine the confidence of South Africans in the ability of the SA Police Service to protect them and effectively fight crime and corruption. South Africans are concerned about the corruption and the rise of criminality in our country, which manifests itself in the killing of innocent people, gender-based violence, gang violence, kidnappings, construction, mafia criminality, and many others. So, hey, bro, what's going on, bro? Even all of these things are being revealed.
Yeah.
The president is not even here. I think the man is shaking in his boots also, because everybody is involved, right? Everybody's involved, bro.
A lot of the people are involved, because that if one person, doesn't do what they're implicated to do, it messes up the whole thing, because they always thought. Because people like your Mkwanazi are the same, people who fought for the struggle. People like your Chris Hannies, your Robert Super.
Yeah, all of these people were there.
They were silenced, and their silence meant to say, okay, our leader is dead, guys. So let us now, give in to the corruption. We understand that there's corruption.
Let's just go.
Yeah, we need, if one Hani, is being assassinated, we need another one. We need to have a lot of Chris Hannies, man.
I think this time around, this thing of people being assassinated is no longer going to happen, because with what Mkwanazi did, bro, I feel like he gave himself how can I say, immunity, going in public and saying these things in public.
That was bold.
That was bold and very, very strategic, if you think about it. Because if he had went missing after there, everybody would know what's going on.
Yeah, because now people are trying to, say things like, no, Mkwanazi is also, included in those scandals. He's also a corrupt lieutenant.
Okay, let's say hypothetically, let's say he is included.
No, he's not.
No, hypothetically so, right? Hypothetically.
Yeah.
Let's say he was. I'm not saying yes, I'm just saying hypothetically, I repeat.
Then it defeats the purpose of protecting him. Because if you find out that the person who is dead was involved in those crimes, like, this one was not a true leader.
But then hypothetically speaking, he'd be tired of the corruption that's happening. That's why he's coming up.
No. I mean, from the first place, you're not supposed to be, because that's you saying, okay, we are going to, smash those tenders. We get 2 million, and then you get yourself a 1.5 million, and then the 500,000 goes to the public. And then the next time when you're like, you know what, I am tired of this corruption, then it's you want justice, you want liberty.
You're also tired of chowing the money, bro. But yeah, man, I'm just throwing wild theories. Yeah.
So from Kunu to Kachalia, President Ramaphosa reshuffles under fire, but is it a reform or damage control in the face of the mounting scandals that we see in our country? We hope to hear from you if you have anything to say by using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. Just let us know on our comment section on what you think. And then on the last ones, City vows that in Hammanskraal water supply is going to be restored next week. There are people out there without a water supply in their communities. So, of course, the city must come and release a statement to say, guys, this is what is happening, in terms of the frustrations of the community members in terms of not having water. So after weeks of frustration, the city of Tshwane says it will finally restore clean water to Hammanskraal by next week, bringing hope but also skepticism from residents who have waited too long. If you have been to Hammanskraal, man, people on social media have came through. Some of them have rotten teeth, man, teeth turns brown. Is it 'cause orally you just become dirty water. This lady the water that she has been, drinking, it led to the teeth coming out,
falling off,
bruh, and when you that's why you have initiatives like Bring Back My Smile. They're taking chances in these things.
That's bad. That's bad.
So the water outages were caused by a leak at a major reservoir and contamination from a treatment plant. The CTA is flushing 12.5 megaliters of water through the system, and the Harte Bieshuka reservoir is undergoing the inspection. Tensions remain high in the community due to the ongoing water insecurity. So, the implications of this restored supply could ease public anger, but trust in city infrastructure that is eroding, and highlights long-standing infrastructure issues and service deliveries delays. Failure to meet a new deadline could trigger protest or legal action. So people have waited for weeks, but now the city says clean water is days away. But in Hammanskraal, hope is running as dry as the taps.
Water is a basic need, bro. We shouldn't be reporting on these things. What's South Africa, bro? There's a lot that's supposed to be fixed in this country, bro.
There's a lot.
There's too much, man. I mean, it's water, it's electricity crisis also.
Yeah.
It's just a lot, man.
Yeah, man. And of course, that is where we are going to just conclude everything for you, and that's your community and political headlines for this hour. From political smoke screens to water struggles in Hammanskraal, South Africans are demanding more than promises. They're asking for change, and of course, by keeping the conversation going, please do make sure that you stay with us on our social media platforms. Let us take a short break, and then when we come back, of course, we're still going to discuss some of the things that we started with in terms of your skincare routines. And at 8 o'clock, we're going straight into our daily bread, which is, your today in history, celebrity birthdays, and word of the day. So right now, let's take a short break and give you your latest weather update. 9 minutes till we hit 8 o'clock, and you're still watching your favorite morning breakfast show, which is the Vooka Breakfast Show. Your energetic start to your day, accompanied by that daily dose of positivity. Still here with you, sharing those positive news and the positive energy amongst us and the team right here. Right, connect with us throughout our social media platforms, and also if you want to dial us in and call us in or send your voice note, the number to do that is that 060-493-3226. 060-493-3226. A beautiful morning and a beautiful Tuesday morning it is. And on this Tuesday morning, what are you choosing? Because as the Vooka Breakfast Show, we are choosing impact, we are choosing empowerment, so that we can keep this week going on. We kicked off on Monday with a very highly spirited show, and we're still continuing with it right here with the team. Guys, are still good?
Awesome, man. Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Very good, man.
The mist is here. We can't see anything.
We can't see nothing. It's full of mist here.
Bro, this is what I do, man. This is what the mist does.
It's wrong.
Did you see yesterday after the show,
It's
Chief?
wrong.
It was overcast, Chief. The
And
mist
it's
was
wrong.
infiltrating. Do you get what I'm trying to say? How's it going, Stephen? How's it going, my
man.
brother?
Awesome, brother.
Yeah,
Awesome,
man.
awesome.
Yeah. Mo, talk to me. How's it going, my brother?
Yeah, man. All is good, man. It's Tuesday.
Yeah.
And happy to be here, of
Yeah.
course, in terms of what this day has for us, man. Because
Definitely.
when we started, anything that has to do with a Tuesday is choosing something that is mostly important to you and that brings you fulfillment. As we spoke about being in the present moment.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that is one of the things that is very important for someone out there who is listening and watching to say, you know what, if you have to choose something, you're struggling to choose something, just choose to be present and have that impactful morning, man. How about you?
Look, man, I always choose positivity, of course, because I'm an optimist, I think.
Yeah.
Amongst other things. And I always choose not to always want to be in the right.
Yeah.
No,
You know,
okay.
I choose peace over
Yeah.
everything,
Alright,
even
alright.
when I'm in the right, and I know that I'm in the right, and I know that the next person knows
Yeah.
that I'm the one who's in the right. And I'm one of those people who walks away. It's fine, Chief. Or win. I'm like that.
You won
honestly
the
speaking.
argument,
Oh, you
yeah.
won. It's fine.
Yeah.
You know, or you won the fight. You know. We get one point. And the person doesn't know what else to say.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they want to resort to hands.
Being
Yeah, because now it's like
They don't know what else
brain
to
is
say.
like, you know what?
Exactly. And the last defense act that they have or that they can portray or execute is wanting to become physical. You know, so I'm one of those people. I choose peace over everything. But other than that, on this Tuesday, on the 15th of July, 2025, who am I choosing? That's an interesting one, actually. I think I'd have to think about it for like a second and maybe come back to it.
man.
Because I think there's quite a lot of people, man. You know, we interact and we engage with quite a lot of people in our lives, and each engagement leaves a certain impact or has a certain impact on you. You know, with the different engagements we have, like how you and I engage is quite different maybe to how Stephen and I engage.
True.
What I leave with you is not the same, or is not going to be the same as what I leave with Stephen. You know, so there's quite a lot of people, I think, or a few, not a lot, but a few people to consider and to think about. Hey man, you know, this person actually plays quite a nice role in my life. From like, you know, sometimes we get one on WhatsApp and we're in the show like this, and then someone texts you, hey, and you can't help but smile. Hey, man, okay, I see you. You know, those types of things. But yeah, man, I'm choosing positivity and peace over everything. And one of those things is going to be in, I think, one of the words of the day this week. I think tomorrow, if not on Friday. In terms of the interactions and the engagements that we have. And one of them was last week Friday, oculism. You know, realizing the smallness of your perspective.
Oculism.
Oculism was on Friday. And then the other one I think is going to come up this week. I don't want to give it away.
Yeah, of course, man.
But let's stay in the present.
You know, yeah. So that's it. But in that being said, to what should by now be your absolute favorite rendezvous right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blink Network. But of course, if this is the first time you're spending some time with us, welcome. You're now part of the team. You're part of the Vooka Nation, and we can't wait to have a great energy exchange with you as we go along, and we take such good care of you on a day-to-day basis, Monday to Friday, every weekday morning between the hours of 7 and 10, and you know that you'll always be spending some quality time, great quality time with myself, the one and only MOOCEE Mist. My name is Musi Mist, and I'm so happy. I'm so excited to be in your presence and in your company. And part of the reason for that is that we can safely now say we're in 3-digit number episodes.
Hey,
come on,
my
man.
dog.
Come on,
hey,
Mo.
That's
That's the truth. I was so looking forward to this. That one day we're going to say safely and proudly say we're in 3-digit number episodes.
Yep.
We are
That's
in.
crazy.
There's no
That's
turning
crazy.
back,
That's
man.
crazy. And so, with that being said, Mwanakoha, you know that you can engage with us and connect with us across all our social media platforms using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. So that's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms. But it needs not end there. You and I and the gents can continue interacting on our WhatsApp line, and the number to do so and the number to dial is 060-493-3226. So that's 060-493-3226. So comment, like, subscribe, and do the things that are necessary to be done so that you and I and Stephen and Mo and the rest of the team can share our thoughts, our opinions, and of course everything else in between. I can't wait for an epic show ahead where we give you your daily dose of positivity that is of course accompanied by an energetic start to the day. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. And speaking of the socials right there on YouTube, we have Zinzi Elizabeth saying, a very good morning, Vooka Nation, and the best breakfast team. Sivugile, hashtag
Hey,
Vooka
man.
Breakfast Show.
Yes,
She
sir.
comes back again and say, happy Tuesday, team. Hope you are well and wishing you a blessed and a beautiful day ahead. Yeah. Before the break, we were going through some of the news headlines, and I think we need to top it off with some good news because we know that Banyana Banyana, they are on their journey of playing the WAFCON and also defending it as they won it 3 years back. So, on the latest when it comes to Banyana Banyana, yesterday South Africa emphatically secured a top spot in Group C at the Women's Africa Cup of Nations with a 4-0 win over Mali. An early strike came from Lebohang Ramalebe in the 5th minute, set the tone. And Refila Jane added a stunning free kick just before halftime. Hilda Magaia made it 3-0 in the 61st minute. And then Ronald Donnelly, a substitute, capped it off with a 79th minute, netting her first senior goal. Thus, a victory not only secured a clean sheet, but also ensured Banyana Banyana finish as Group C leaders, giving them a favorable quarter-final slot. Up next, Banyana Banyana will face Senegal at the Honier Stadium on Friday, July the 18th, staying put in the Oja as the quarter-final day approaches. So this is the game that we are looking forward as we are supporting our girls as a nation. Forward to Banyana Banyana. Forward.
Yep.
Right? They need our support. All you need to do, man, is just to keep updated and just look into the social media, man, just to, give them and encourage them. We hope that they will defend this WAFCON that they have won. So if you are a Banyana fan, just let me know in the comment section, man, to say, you know what, this is what I know and this is what I wish them to do. So all the best to the girls.
Hey, man, it's not just in the soccer levels, bro.
Of course, man.
South Africa's been giving PTA.
We know, man.
PTA the whole time, bro. We won against Zimbabwe yesterday on the cricket news. So Zimbabwe's scores was 141/6. We have 142/5, winning by 5 wickets. So on the table, we are 2 points and number 1 on the table still. So we're still yet to see New Zealand, what New Zealand has. But so far so good. So far so good, man.
Good things and good news, man. Because also in the rugby, we're making a very huge headlines, right? So we just wish the girls and the boys out there to keep on making us proud, because we are proud to be South Africans, man. It's not just RSA, it's DNA.
DNA.
Right?
No, it's not just DNA.
It's not just DNA.
It's RSA.
It's RSA.
And with that being said, I think more, if you can help Mr. B, I'm sure that he can help on that side. There's something, this is actually from like over a month ago.
Yeah.
Right? And this is something that's still going on. Over a month later, and man, it just proves the amount of talent and the amount of effort and work ethic that South Africa puts in there, and it's also in some of the spaces that we're not necessarily aware of.
Yeah.
I don't think a whole lot of South Africans were aware that there were Dance Olympics.
Dance Olympics.
You get what I'm trying to say? And South
didn't
Africa
know
won
nothing
exactly.
about dance.
Exactly.
Tell us more.
No, man, we spoke about it, I think, on Friday, right?
Yeah.
Dance
Or something.
Olympics.
Yeah, and South Africa won the dance
Okay,
Olympics.
wait, guys. Oh,
Do you see what I'm talking about?
Dance Olympics
Yeah.
is there Pantula there? Is there?
I'm not
Break
sure
dance.
what the categories are necessarily.
dance.
If it covers like the whole spectrum of dance.
Uh-huh.
But mostly, I think b-boying and break dancing and like
dope,
the hip hop
dope.
space type of thing. But but with that being said, let's watch this and hear what South Africans have been doing, man. Yeah, let's go.
So okay, as I am preparing the video right now, I just need to do this. As men, you know that as South Africans, we always in the big
Dance
books,
Olympics.
right? So
Interesting, eh? Very.
yeah.
Literally everything. South Africa is the world's strongest man, the world's strongest woman, the world's #1 surfer, and the world's best master pool player. We also have the reigning middleweight UFC champion and the reigning bridgerweight world boxing champion. A South African also won a gold medal at the International Thai and Martial Arts Games a couple of weeks ago. Plus, we're champions in archery, tug of war, and even gold panning. I didn't even know that was a sport, but I'll take it. A South African dance crew recently won gold in a global hip-hop competition. The world's #1 mountain bikers in both the men's and women's divisions are both South Africans. Our men's indoor hockey team are currently ranked 6th in the world, the highest ranking of an African team ever. This comes after they won a bronze medal at the World Cup, also the first African team to do so. We are currently the Women's African Cup of Nations champions, the Under-20 men's AFCON champions, and Rugby World Cup champions. Bafana are currently on an 18-game unbeaten streak and could qualify for the FIFA World Cup. And our relay teams and sprinters have been breaking multiple records and winning medals over the past couple of months. And it's not just sports. South Africa recently won gold at the Chelsea Flower Show, so we also have the best plants in the world. A young South African lady won the Miss Teen Universe the other day, and a filmmaker from Limpopo won the Best African Film Award at the Cannes Film Festival in France. And guys, there is so much more. I literally just couldn't fit everything in this video. South Africa is taking over the world.
Yeah, man.
Dope, man.
Like it's
Dope.
crazy.
We are
The
taking over
the world flower show or Ibiza,
Yeah,
and the guy
bruh.
goes, "We have the best flowers
We
in the
have
world."
the-
It's crazy. It's crazy.
The hell?
And you know, so these sayings we take them for granted and say it's not just DNA, it's RSA, but it's an actual thing that guys. South Africa has so much talent.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Cause now we live here and we're amongst these people. It's like when you have a family member who is a celebrity. You know, like when your uncle is
Sello Makekangcobe.
you, for instance, I'm just making an example.
Yeah,
If your
yeah.
uncle is that and
And then you're like,
this person is like,
but on the other one, it's different, man. We live in South Africa. I, as a South African,
did not know some of these things.
Hey, bro, I'm
Exactly.
like, what?
It's crazy. It's crazy.
They're growing because I think with some of the sports putting South Africa on the map, you know, it gives them opportunity because that is what is happening with rugby right now. You know,
Bro.
the more, you know, rugby always conquers the World Cup. Ne? If you say in any of the teams in Europe, you are from South Africa,
Yo.
they don't ask questions.
Yeah, they
you
know to say, hey,
that's
this
you know,
one.
that's a reputation that you put in yourself because if you know I'm from the Maimane family and they know what the Maimane families have done for the country, anywhere you go, they're like, who are you? My name is Mokiti Mem. Okay, we don't need to ask questions. We know you.
My money family.
We know what you guys, you know, are up to.
What has your family done for the country, bro?
A lot. A lot is what I can say. But you know, these things, man, they just show us that everywhere we go, we just need to, you know, show them what we are good
Occupy
at.
space.
Occupy space, man.
Occupy the space.
man.
You know, I think it's something that I believe in.
Yeah.
Occupying space should be a thing. Like you need not diminish your light to make others feel comfortable.
But not just occupying space only just for the purpose of occupying space.
You need to actively occupy,
Yes,
but
yes,
the
yes.
proof should be in the pudding,
pudding.
and in the work
Yeah.
that you put in.
Yeah.
Well, understand that
Yeah.
you can't just get here and want to occupy. That's
No, bruh, it doesn't work like that.
Ukufika does not match the work
The
that you
way.
put.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to
Do
say?
the
So,
work.
yeah.
Do the work.
You know. So it's crazy, and look, man, this just proves and speaks to how we should be proud
Yeah.
to be South Africans.
Yeah.
Amongst other things, look, man, yes, our country is not the most perfect. Of course, we have our own issues and our own struggles, Bomkwanazi, Lebo Mangmangi, and all of these things. But yeah, outside of that, there's a I think the universe has a way of striking a balance.
True.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
where the scale isn't tipped to the one side. If it's bad stuff, it's bad stuff, and it's corruption, but it balances it out.
There's good stuff.
You
man.
know, there are great
yeah.
things that South Africans are doing out there, and yeah, man. For me, that watching this video and seeing this video, just reminded me of the amount of talent and the gifts that we have in the country. Yeah.
Just shows the excellence, that we put in everything that we do, and we continue to support and give encouragement and appreciation to all of the athletes or anyone who's out there who's representing us. You might never know. Maybe there's a best chess player of SA that you don't know.
Like,
there is most definitely.
You
You understand?
Yeah.
So those kind of things, man. If you happen to know them, please, man, let's shine the spotlight to them, because encouraging people to do what they love doing is what we do on a daily basis. Right? And then I have, before we go into our daily prayer, Spin City come through saying, good morning, Vooka Nation. The synergy is explosive. Glad I'm starting the day with you, gents. I choose men today who are doing wonderful things in the world.
Hey, okay.
Let's take a Vooka talk.
I'm a
Vooka Georgia.
Me like him.
Yeah, man, this is a man's world.
It's a man's world.
yeah, man.
Yeah,
It's
man.
crazy. Like that we thought of the same song.
Bro. Hey, man, it's wild, man.
It's crazy,
wild.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
to see you, my brother.
We can say it, but we know when we go back to our home.
You know, Chief. No, speaking the first person.
But what he's saying is bad.
Look, man, look. No.
But here's the thing: we're celebrating it outside
thing.
of the house, you know.
No, hey, Chief, even in the house, they should know, man. When I leave the house, this is a man's world, man.
Hey, bro, in the house, it's my mom's house, boy.
No, I mean, of course, if it's... Yes,
my wife's house still.
I hate Chief.
but hey,
I'm trying
man,
to
I
get
do
a
the
peel,
most
man.
where I can as a man, you know.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing. You know how these young boys say, here's my chat. Let me cook.
Cook, my
thing
friend.
is,
What's
Mr.
your
P,
chat?
My thing is, I think, and I don't want to be sound as if broadcasting rules again. We don't want to say teddy snacks on air, but I think more than anything else, I think women know to a certain extent that outside of certain circumstances, I could argue, or it could be argued or debated that to a certain extent we could live without them. You know, to a certain extent, and vice versa. But you know, there's these guys who do these podcasts in America, and this girl argues that we're equal, we can do everything that man can, and then this guy's like,
I think I know that one.
You know those guys that do those podcasts.
Like, okay, why don't you go do construction work?
Exactly. This guy argues on so many levels, in so many points. It's like, we're the best thinkers. This guy's like, wrong. Most philosophers in history in the world are men. We're the best cookers. He's like, wrong. Most great chefs in the world are men. Yeah, but we can do wrong. All the work that is done in the world, construction, electrical lines, when there's disaster management, when the country, when the people have to go defend the country, who's at the forefront? Do you get what I'm trying to say? So all of these things, and this is not trying to be sexist or anything.
No, speak your mind.
It's not. I'm not like that at all. I recognize the value that women put in our lives, and there is, guys, like when you have a great woman by your side and you're dating them, and she's nice, reasoning capacity, perspectives, and all of that, you can see the shift in you as well.
You grow.
And you grow, and the people around you see that dynamic shift. Hey, man, you're moving differently,
there's
man.
something happening.
What's happening? Do you get what I'm trying to say? But guys, look, man, hey, man, we have a good time when it's just chance.
Machita Monday.
Sure.
Maybe just repeat the question that who's going to buy the curtains in your house?
So who's going to buy the curtains?
No, I recognize it. That's why I'm saying I do recognize the value that women bring. But I
hear you chat. Nah. I hear you chat.
Sure.
Fully so, yeah.
Sure.
What I say is, masculine energy and feminine energy have to, you know.
It's a balance.
Yeah, it's a balanced thing. It's a balanced thing. I mean, unless all males were like asexual, then we wouldn't need women.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I think this one, man, it doesn't even go to that extent. You know, it just, comes into, when men have gathered, man. It's nice.
The synergy,
you know, yeah. Yeah, there's a video that I was watching, a vlog, where guys were meeting. They call it,
Is it those guys who cook fish?
Yes.
And then there's a swimming pool and they're chilling.
Man.
You can feel from the screen, bro.
All I want you to look out for is the women in the comment sections.
What they say?
They yearn for that. They're like, only if women we can gather,
and
could
also,
do this.
Bro, we as gents, we could meet for the first time.
Dude.
Now,
And hang out like we've known each
my
other.
dog. And hang out like we've known each other for the past 10, 15
And
years.
even part ways without even knowing each other's names.
We don't know. We don't names. We don't need names, bro.
For example, if I want to hang out with you, little Arthur, little Mama,
Yeah.
ask him, it's so crazy. What's his name, by the way? You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
And
that's
man,
insane,
it's the synergy that guys have, and it's there's no strings attached to it.
Yeah, it's just genuine.
It's there. Bon, Chief, we're hanging out. I've experienced the way I go to a funeral and we're there supporting whoever we're coming to support as a family member, right? And then we'll meet other guys and go to the graveyard, cemetery, come back, we eat. Chief Mokai, after we eat, we want a couple of drinks.
Yeah.
What do you drink?
Same time.
You get what I'm trying to say? Or like it becomes a thing and we hang out together and we start sharing perspectives and it's surface level, sure, but it can also go deep. It can also go deep where you find yourself talking about things that impact you in your life, personal stuff with this person that you've never met and you've never hung out with.
And it's easier to tell a person that you don't know.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? And this person will give you great perspective and great reasoning. Look, man, I've probably never been in your situation, or I have, and this is how I navigated it. This is how I went on about it. And if you execute the advice that you got from the person, it's like, you're like, hey man, I'll tell you, I was hanging out with him there, and the words that he said to me had an impact. And so it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So Spin City, we see you, we recognize you, we appreciate you as a fellow man in Soweto, in Dobsonville, in the world, Chief. Yes.
Thank you, daughter. I mean, with a lot of women, man, I think they shouldn't be even, just be comfortable. Don't be uncomfortable with asking with you guys, how do you do it?
Hey, bro, women.
How do you guys do it? Because
I think
with
even
them, we know, man, if we are hanging out with guys and the girls start to come,
it's
the dynamic shift.
That's crazy. It's like,
stop talking about the thing.
Chief, what's happening? What's going on? And it's like, my guy, and we can't ask you because the girl is here. And we can't wait for the next time that she's not there so we can ask what I when girls are here, when you start shifting around.
What's going on with you, right?
Be yourself, dog. Be yourself. You understand? Because that's, I don't understand, in that phenomenal to say, guys now start to, even the conversation, they change.
Not just conversation, bro. Even the vocab, bro.
I remember go West Katie. This is a while ago. Steve, I don't know, because you went to West Ridge, right? Go spec, go game. There was the cave. There were two KFCs in Westgate a long time ago. There was the one that we have now near the rank, right? Kako entrance in your rank. But there was another one, kako Spare. Spare Shabanel Ocean Basket, I think.
Ocean Basket,
Ocean Basket. Gay Me. What's the other place? Yes. There was it was Spare KFC, and then there was a Wimpy, there was a Vodacom on the opposite side. And the King Pie, Mr. B. There was a King Pie there.
The King Pie, the King Pie is close.
Not the one downstairs. There was a King Pie upstairs. Yeah, so it was Spur, KFC, King Pie, and then Wimpy. And then Checkers. Yes, Mr. B. So we used to hang out there with the gents. So we used to play soccer and run. And so, because Princess Primary and Princess High was so far from Westgate, when the bus would pass, we'd say, please drop us off here. We're going to take taxis to home. And we'd get there. It got to a point where we would buy off credit. you know, the pie and cold drinks and whatever, because they knew what we hang out there.
You guys stay
and
every day.
Exactly. You know, so these friends of mine, Mpumi was more mature than us, and he was taller and he looked older than us. So we're hanging out. So Rajadi pie, we're hanging out. We eat pies. And you know what a pie does. You know, it messes up your mouth, and you know, you can't eat a pie clean. There's no way, Chief.
Nah, don't say there's no way. There is a way.
No, Chief, no.
Trust. Challenge accepted.
Do you want to eat a pie on
Challenge
screen
accepted.
and eat it clean?
Clean.
Okay,
yes.
fine.
But
fine.
go on
Challenge
with your story.
accepted.
Go on with
So
your story.
we always have pies and stuff. And it's like, whatever. You'll wipe your mouth after eating and you clean up the space, the table. So these girls from Westridge come around this one day. They buy their pies. They're standing there for their orders. Mpumi, the guy that he is, Chief, he pokes at these women. Hey guys, how's it going? Hi, sharp, guys. No, man, look, man, grab a seat while you're waiting. Chief, we were eating. This friend of mine stops eating.
He stops eating. Yeah, because he doesn't know how to chow in front of the women, bro.
So we're looking at each other. So we chat with them, exchange numbers and whatever. They leave. After they leave, he starts eating. And then we ask him, Chief, what happened? Why? I can't eat a pie in front of girls, Chief. It's gonna make me taste in my mouth. I'm like, brother, come on, man. You don't even know these girls. And chances are we're not gonna see them ever again.
Exactly.
You know, and at this point we were young, and it begs the question, as you grow up and you're an elder, and you're do you still have the same perceptions? Like,
I think
if nice girls come around, are you going to
your behavior and you know what changes?
There's something that changes still till to this day. Yeah. Well, with me personally, you know what changes, right?
Sure.
Bro, I was about to say, if there's a bunch of girls behind me,
you can't walk properly.
Bro, I have to stand, compose myself, and then be like, okay, left foot, right foot. But I can't walk properly. Nah, bro. Hasn't that happened to none of you?
No.
Like you walking, then you turn, you realize.
I mean, back in the days, because I used to play soccer.
Bro, what means
right?
Now.
So each and every time there's these girls. Yeah, the group of girls who will come, to watch us train.
Yeah.
The immediately when you see them there, my friend, your performance, skyrockets.
Yeah, you want to look good.
Yeah, big play.
Yeah.
But understand? I mean, it's that thing, man, of growing up with a perspective of how you look at women. Because there are guys who are taught to say, no, man, they are just human beings. It's a human being, man. That treat them. Don't change your behavior when you're around them, man.
Hey, bro,
be normal.
What means not behavior? But it's only the walk thing. I'm still walking on it.
I was about to say, and it's interesting that you mentioned that. And maybe this is something that we can explore on another day. That the psychology of, as a guy having a lot of women in the space, or as a young lady having guys in the space, the psychology behind you changing your attributes or your characteristics, or like your voice, or the word, or your vocabulary, like you
are
mentioned.
smart casual now.
Exactly. I reckon again. So let's say the golf tee, how chief. What's happening now? So I think there is a psychological aspect to it that can be explored. I think, in my opinion, what is it about it? And is it a thing, like you just mentioned, more where this is how you view women?
Yeah.
This is how you grew up understanding what a woman is?
Yeah.
And is it also maybe aligned with like a confidence thing in you? True. To say that you see value, or your value is added with the validation that comes from this group of women. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's a very interesting thing for me, and I think maybe we should take time and explore it as guys. Explore it as guys.
We should, man, because I remember, when we went to this other place, it was just a social outing. We went with our friend who was driving. It was way back then, So we go outside. There's like 6 of us, Get into the car, get to the place. Man, everything is nice, man. We meet people there, we hang around with them. And then the guy makes a call. The driver makes the call.
Wait, let me guess. Remember that 50,000 now about you?
No, the driver makes a call, calls his girlfriend.
Yeah.
Understand? My friend calls his girlfriend. No. Akere is chilling, he's alone, he's like talking to his girls, like, okay, Then she comes, and then after she comes, there's an altercation that happens between them. Mind you, he's the driver.
Eish.
Masambe. And you know that what Masambe means? We must now all go now.
Yes.
Because
Everyone
now the
must
girlfriend,
leave.
now the girlfriend is angry now, you know. And when we got there as guys, man, bruh, it was nice.
proper,
You
it was
know,
epic.
it was proper, it was epic, man. We had, you know, our time, we were just chilling, you know, speaking. Then the girl came, they called her, then altercation happened between the two of them. They're like, yazi inhlanhla mina ngifuna ukuhamba. Gents, Slindile is, you know.
See, that one is also something else for me, and I've also experienced something
Come
like
on,
that where
come on.
we go out just as guys.
Yeah.
There'll be like 4 or 5 of us.
Yeah.
And I don't know, and I don't want to sound like I'm boasting or I'm tooting
No.
my own horn with
Speak,
you know,
bro.
with my group friends.
Speak, bro.
But I've the circles that I run in are quite decent guys, you know, and the thing is, when we get to a place, we attract nice energies for some reason.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
people, or not, maybe not nice energies, but people gravitate towards us. Let me put it that way. You know, people just. There's quite a few people who want to hang out with us.
Yeah.
I don't know. We carry a good spirit.
Yeah.
We don't fight. We don't get into altercations. We don't step on people's toes or anything like that. We keep to ourselves.
Yeah.
Chief will buy our drinks and we sit here and we chill.
And then that's it.
And that's and we enjoy each other's company genuinely. There could be 6 of us. Mo could be talking to Banele. I could be talking to you. Richie could be talking to you, Tumeleng. But we came together, and then it changes. I talk to Mo.
Oh,
and,
the
you
whole
know,
time. I see what you
yeah,
mean.
it's
I
like,
see what you
and
mean.
we
I see what
enjoy
you mean.
genuinely enjoy each other's company. And when the music is pumping, we'll start dancing. I mean, I can hold down my own. I think. Well, I used to be able to hold down my own on the dance floor. You know, this friend of mine actually, Mtutuzi. Some can you say? Remember last week Monday? Yeah, he commented, and when we were talking about tattoos.
Oh,
and stuff,
yes.
This one time, I musi solo chrotino. Back in the day when we were younger, you used to dance and girls would be, you know, intrigued, and it would pull girls for us. Now you're old, chief. Your time has passed. But that's the thing. We used to enjoy. To this day we enjoy each other's company.
True.
And so what happens is, if there's 5 of us, and then your girlfriend comes, and we don't have girls, chief, we know that girls are going to want to hang out with us. when we
Yeah.
get there. And your girlfriend is here, and your girlfriend knows our girlfriends. Now we can't.
So what? It's like
It's a barrier that the girlfriend creates.
Yeah.
One understand. And we don't mind hanging out with her. It's fine. If your girlfriend is wanting to spend time with you and wants to come with you, fine.
okay, then it's
Well
fine.
and good. We can't tell you what to do and say, "Hi, tlogela media ya gago, go high, chief." It's fine.
Aye,
But
mama
now
sa.
it creates
Aye.
the dynamic is different if she was not going to be there. You know, if she was not there, it would be a thing. We're open. We might not like do anything with these girls, but
Yeah.
we'll hang out with them. And girls, once vindictive, guys. These girls will want to force to hang out with us, even seeing that she's here, and for the fact that she is there, they want to prove a point.
Hey, women.
So it's
Women.
just the dynamics that are
Hey.
the dynamics that are created between man and woman, girl and boy, you know, this back and forth relationship that happens, especially at night, because if things happen,
Hey, things happen,
when-
and I enjoy it.
you
eh?
see, when women and drinks are involved, chief, it never necessarily ends in the best of ways, man. But
It's a catastrophe.
it's something that we can explore a bit further.
Hey,
on,
bro,
yeah.
that day, what you said there, bro. Hey, that's something I try to run away from since I'm celibate and stuff, you know.
Okay,
So,
Stephen.
yeah.
But Stephen was spending lady challenge.
So, hey, man.
Yeah, but if you're a girl, man, or a woman in this chat, just let us know, man. Maybe you're one of that, you know, person that when you get to a place, you know, the mood changes all of a sudden, and you know why the mood changes.
Yeah.
You know, but all I can say, guys, mabasale, man.
Yeah, women, please.
Salam. I agree more.
Mabasale.
Let the Vooka ladies in the comment section, man. In the comment section, tell us. We want to hear your thoughts, man.
It's
We want
not
to hear
bad because
why you do this.
I think as guys, there's a certain level of energy that women they
And
can't
understanding.
match.
They can't. They can
Understand
never.
it.
They can
Bruh,
never. They can never.
You know,
And also, bro. Oh yeah,
Sure,
go
no,
on.
go for it.
No, I was about to say, and also, you know why as gents, like we blend so nicely.
yeah.
There's always a young boy inside of each and every one of us. You know,
I
it's
see,
always
I
that
see
thing.
what you mean.
And then
Yeah,
the
yeah.
women, it's it's always the mom inside. You know.
It's different. This guy
Yeah.
on TikTok says, you know, the energy, the synergy and the energy levels that guys have and the understanding is that it's unspoken sometimes.
Yeah,
You don't need
yeah.
to voice it. You know, maybe re kopane le bo sister re go ndawo, you know, re go cold. You know, cold gets warm. You know, and chief, these girls are not going to know who's nice financially, who's not financially. Because it's like we cover each other.
Yeah, everyone has got each other's back.
Fere, Stephen, Fere.
Yeah, then I have 200 there.
5 clip on top. But 24. Well, understand. And then when you come, chief, and this girl that you want, it's like, okay, I see this guy. I see this guy.
Next thing is you standing up.
Well, understand. And I'll take out a beers if you're the one who bought them. But it's an understanding that I think a lot of group of girls don't understand or can't get to. They do have an understanding,
but they never get
to that level that we do. Yeah, maybe sometimes, show me, hey, what's on no. I've had instances like that where I've had like a girl be very genuinely interested in me.
Bro.
You know what this one girl said? Hi, Chomi, ke Motswana kanti.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
This girl is like, so I start chatting up this girl.
Yeah.
How's it going? We're buying food. I go, it's nice. Nighttime, chief. We're having a good time. The drinks are flowing. Music is pumping, man. You know, and I fancy myself as someone who can have a decent conversation, you know. So I struck up a conversation. Hey, how's it going? Great. Hi, she lives here, Momidolands, the girl, I think. Start talking. We're waiting for our orders. So, you know, we see the Puravorst roll or the hot dog or whatever the case, right?
Yeah.
So we're waiting on our orders and they're still buying the vorst.
Yeah.
So we're chilling there. We're talking. So the friend comes over because she's been gone for a while. And they want to add to their orders. Well, let's buy for everyone and whatever. So she stands to the side and observes and listens to this conversation. And we're going back and forth. And then, Chief, she was there. She was about to give me the number, Chief.
No, about to is wild.
No. Like, second teacher phone, you know. I don't want, you know, because what's about this friend says, hi, Chomi, can't take Motswana.
So
no, and then I like for a moment because I think I also fancy myself as someone who can keep a calm head, a cool head. I never pop off. But in the moment, it triggered me.
Because how can it not trigger you?
What are you saying?
Tribalist.
Hey, so are you saying that if it were up to you, your friend would probably date a certain?
Yeah.
But you know what that is, right?
Sure.
So the same instance I've had, like almost similar instance to what you're saying right now, where the friend says something to let her friend not be interested in you.
Sure.
But that happens because it's the other one that's actually interested. You know that?
Maybe sometimes. Sure.
Yeah. So
man, very interesting things,
stuff,
man. 29 minutes past 8, it is the time, and as promised, man, that you're going to be, joined by some of the guests right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, and she is here, and she will be with us in a few seconds. Her name is Khadifele Moeng, an entrepreneur, author, speaker, and a confidence coaster. Right, coach, right? You know that today it is a Tuesday and it's hashtag choose the day.
Yep.
Of course, and today's show is about choosing the impact, choosing legacy, and choosing to raise a kind of leaders this world is crying out for. Now, picture this, man. A confident 12-year-old standing before a crowd, sharing ideas that shift the perspectives, commanding the mic like a pro. That's the magic of the Future Leaders Academy program, a powerful platform teaching public speaking and leadership to kids aged 10 to 17. I think they changed it to from 15 to 23, if I'm not mistaken, on Facebook. Yeah. Right, it's now up until 23 by Khadifele Moeng, right? The founder of the Future Leaders Academy. Now imagine juggling being a mom, a partner, a serial entrepreneur, an author, a public speaker, and a confidence coach, and still finding time to change lives through leadership. That's the power house that we are going to talk to today. So we're going to be welcoming her in a few seconds as we're going to be diving deeper in this conversation. All you need to do is to use the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show on YouTube comments, or also you can call us, send us your voice note if you have any questions for her on 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. So let's get deeper into the conversation with her. Good morning, Miss Khadifele. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good, Banele, and how are you doing?
I am good. Thank you so much. We are thrilled to have you. So we are using Banele's account, to have you on this call. My name is Mweketi, and you will also be joined by Musi and Stephen on the table. Can't wait to get into the conversation with you. But getting deeper, into the conversation that we spoke about, and just read a short bio of what you do. So your journey is rich with leadership, motherhood, and entrepreneurship. So what sparked your passion for studying it?
Thank you, Mogeti. Maybe let me just start off by saying I really love changing people's names. That's why I called you Banele instead of Mogeti. Hey?
That's cool.
That's different.
All right, cool. So what it really inspired me to be in this journey or on this journey is the challenges that I went through myself and wanting to develop myself. So just to take you through where I come from. So I come from Mafikeng in a small village called Dibate. And I wished I had a mentor growing up, but I didn't have that mentor. So that means that I then grew up, I didn't have goals for myself. I didn't have something that I was living for purposefully. And then in 2004, I came to Johannesburg to look for greener pastures, like most of us do. I got to Johannesburg and I got more than greener pastures. So I found a job and I found a man as well who became my boyfriend. And then we then have two unplanned kids. Just take note, I'm going to say unplanned because there's a reason why I say unplanned. So we have two unplanned kids because I didn't know where I was going, what I wanted to do with my life. Then found a job, I was working, and I was like, when you are not happy with yourself, you tend to bring that negativity around people that are within your circle. So when I'm at work, I'm just that employee that just want to complain about everything and anything. So that was how I was living my life. And when you look at me outside where I was, you would think that, but she's got a man, she's got beautiful kids, she's got a job. What is the challenge? The challenge was within me. And then 2016, I then decided that I am going to embark on a self-development journey. Then I joined Toastmasters. I learned public speaking. I learned how to stand in front of the audience, and that gave me so much confidence. Very same year, after just developing my confidence, I then started my first business, which is a cleaning company. 2017, I then started the second business, which is now the Future Leaders Academy. The reason I started the cleaning company is because when I got pregnant in 2007, I wished that there could be someone who can just come clean my house without me having to do the vetting, me having to go look for them, but I struggled to find that person. So the cleaning company started in 2016, but I fell pregnant in 2007. So from 2007 to 2016, I didn't have the confidence to start the business. So when I developed my confidence, that's when I started the cleaning services. And then in 2017, I think I took my daughter to Toastmasters, and she did what we call the table topics. This is speaking impromptu. And then that's when I thought, you know what, I wish kids can be able to do this without having to only do it at school, but because I know what public speaking can do for me, then let me rather than start something for the young people. Then that's when the idea sparked, saying I'm going to start the Future Leaders Academy because I wanted a mentor and I didn't have a mentor. So therefore, I am now the mentor that I never had. So I'm hoping that I really summarized my story so that I give you guys an idea.
Quite, and it sounds very, very interesting. An interesting journey as well, and it does stick with me how you said that. The pregnancy was unplanned, and I think maybe that's also something that just in specifically the Black society, it needs to be explored more. But we'll get to that a bit later on. But with being a mother, right, and juggling businesses back and forth and being employed yourself, specifically with starting Future Leaders Academy, what gap did you see it was necessary to be filled and it propagated you starting the Future Leaders Academy?
So when I was working, I would want to say something at work, but I didn't know how to say it. I would want to share my ideas, but not knowing how to do it. So that then made me not to be able to speak when I'm at work. That made me not to say anything because I didn't have the confidence in saying what I wanted to say. And then I wanted to start a business, but I didn't know what steps do I need to do in order for me to start the business because I don't have the confidence. So I realized that if you don't have confidence, the chances of you climbing the ladder are very slim. Doing your dreams or doing things that you really love are very slim. So confidence makes us for opportunities to to do the things that we really want to do. So sometimes you're sitting in the office and you're hearing people sharing these things and you're thinking, my idea could actually work better than what they're saying. But because you don't know how to articulate yourself, you don't know how to say it, you don't say it, therefore you lose the opportunities to share your ideas. Yeah. So this is where the lack is, where I'm thinking that most of us Black people, if we have confidence, the chances of us being successful are very high.
Yeah. Very interesting. Things that you are mentioning right there, because today younger people are facing lack of confidence because they'll always tell you whenever you walk in a room, speak confidence, walk confidence,
Definitely.
Show confidence. Yeah. So in terms of you now being a mother, because being a mother requires a lot of things. As someone who spent a lot of time on what we call psychological TikTok, we have people who go on a certain page, they complain about the struggles of being a mother. Like, guys, sometimes being a mother is tiring, right? So for you, how has being a mother, influenced the way you approach youth leadership development?
Sure. Okay. I wish I could say there are challenges, but in all honesty, in my motherhood, I don't have any challenges. I think my kids are the most, what would I say? So my daughter is 18, she's in matric, and my son is 14, he's doing grade 9. They are both teenagers and I don't have any challenges with them. I think we try to have conversations and we can talk about whatever that we want to talk about. I know in most cases as parents, there are these conversations that we don't want to have, the dating conversations, the boys, the girls conversations. So I am trying to be as open as I possibly can with my kids. Don't get me wrong. It is not easy to have such conversations, but I try. Oh, I love that picture. But I try my best to have I try my best to have conversations with my kids, and I'm not saying I am a perfect mom. I do have my flaws, but I try to have open conversations with them. And I said to them that when they want to start drinking, I would love for them to drink in the house with me, and I'm gonna buy them alcohol so that I can see how they behave when they are out there. And they're like, nah, we're not gonna do that. Not because they don't like alcohol, because when I used to drink alcohol, I used to just be all over the place, and they're like, we don't want to be like that. So those are the kind of conversations that we have with them, openness, and it makes it easy for me to parent.
Very interesting. I love the approach. I mean, look, man, I'm not. It is quite. I'm not a parent myself just as yet. But now I'm trying to bring it back to home and the experiences that I've witnessed. More in seeing how my brother and his wife parent their boys. They have 3 children together. The youngest is a girl, but she's still too young. She's like 3 years this year. But the 2 boys, one is 16 and one is 14. And so I'm trying to put together what you're saying and what I've witnessed. And I'm even just in general in society, I've started witnessing and seeing that the new age parent of today is quite different in their approach of parenting and passing on teachings and having these uncomfortable conversations. So I love that, Khadifeli, and I think maybe a few more parents could learn quite a few things from having that approach. And because I'm sure more you would agree that now our parents, Khadifeli, I'm sure you would agree, our parents did not want to talk about such things. These uncomfortable conversations, the dating, the body development, the societal things that you are going to to experience and come across as a young boy, young girl, and it was taboo to talk about such things. Hey, why and all of those things, But talk to me. I mean, leadership is quite an important aspect in almost every other space that we are involved in. And like you said, public speaking is not an easy thing. I know with myself. I mean, from high school, when we have to do, especially unprepared speeches, it's quite a challenge, and we laugh at each other as girls and boys in the classroom. But you later realize, as you grow up, these are skills that you actually need. Kausani, you're going to be called, please come and speak at a funeral. Please come and speak at your friend's graduation celebration or your friend's birthday party. Or a public setting somewhere in some form, shape or manner. Right? So why do you think it is so important to start teaching leadership skills and, of course, public speaking skills from an early age, especially from an age of maybe 9, 10, 11 years? Why do you think it's so important to try and impart those teachings to young boys and girls?
Yeah, like you say, young people don't know that they will need those skills. So it's important to say, when you have these skills in your back pocket, as you grow up, you are exposed to all these different things. You go to work, you are at church, you're exposed to different environments. When you are there, when you stand up and you speak, that's when you grab people's attention, because they're like, she's so young or he's so young. How did he then get to learn all these skills? Not knowing that this is the skill that you have learned at a very young age. So it's important, because you don't know what you're going to be exposed to as you grow up, and you're setting up yourself for success as you learn all these soft skills. Like I said, I'm a Toastmaster member, and in Toastmasters, obviously there's us grown-ups, adults, and you see when we get there, we're like so terrified to give our icebreaker. It's nerve-wracking. And then when I come with the future leaders to Toastmasters to say, come do maybe whatever role that there is there, they do it so easily. So you can see that even when they get to work, they'll be able to articulate themselves. When they get to varsities, it will be easy for them to own the stage, own the room, and just be themselves and not succumb to peer pressure. Because again, if you don't have confidence, it's easy for one to succumb to peer pressure.
Yeah, very interesting. And some of the things that, when we look into the manner of approach, building confidence, especially in adults nowadays, because for us, when you are an adult and you are struggling with speaking, like, hey man, Vooka man, just do it, man. What's happening with you? It also comes back to now saying the approach. How do you now, handle the manner of approach to say, okay, now I'm going to speak with someone who is lacking confidence, and I'm about to talk to them about the skills that they need, right? And talking about that, a lot of adults, they struggle about, with confidence. So how do you approach building that in children as early as 10 years old?
So I start from 13 to 25. Okay. So what we do is, when the program is 12 weeks, right? When they come, we start off with teaching them how to deliver, like we call it an icebreaker. You just tell us who you are, where you're coming from, where you want to go to, or what you want to be when you grow up. And the following week, we will then teach them how to do an informative speech. This is a researched topic. They will research whatever that, for example, if they want to work, let's say in a radio station, they would go research on what do you need to be a radio presenter, and then they can come then deliver a speech on that. So when they're doing that, we teach them how to give feedback, because we believe that feedback is breakfast of champions. We teach them how to give feedback. So when they're sitting there, they will be listening to what the speaker is saying. So there are 3 important things that they listen to when they give feedback. You listen to what is it that you love about the speech, about what is being said, the content, what can be improved as on the speech, and what is the challenge for the next speeches. This is like a very important element of learning how to lead, because you can imagine as yourself more that you are at work and your boss wants to give you feedback on the things that you're doing. And when you get to the office, excuse me, when you get to the office, your boss says, more, when you're on the radio, you do this. They only mention the bad things and they never mention the good things. That will discourage you. So now with these young future leaders, as they're growing up and they know how to give feedback, when they get to the managerial position, they will be able to give an encouraging feedback to their employees. And that will just make the company to be an environment where the people want to be in. So it's very important to learn how to give that feedback and just not to kill someone's spirit when you are trying to help them grow. Yeah, so that's the most important part of leadership, to say, don't just or feedback, just learn to just make it nice.
Yeah.
Feedback is the breakfast of champions.
I love that. I love that, Kharifeli. I love that. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to start using it myself, man. Very interesting stuff.
For sure. Khari, what role do you have and what role do you believe public speaking plays helping young people find their voice, especially in a world where youth... obviously, youth is often silenced in this now era we live in. So what do you think public speaking does for the youth, actually?
So there's a research that was done and people were asked if between public speaking and death, what would they choose? And most people chose death instead of public speaking. So people would rather die than to do public speaking, right? So it's a very, what I would say, maybe rare skill that if you have it, you stand out. And I know that each and every one of us have a story. I'm a village girl, and the challenges that I have gone through, wanting to have a mentor, having no goals, having to look for someone to help me in the house, has made me to be where I am. So this is my story, authentically so. So each and every person has an inspiring story that they can use to uplift themselves and to uplift others. So I always usually say to my future leaders to say that, you know what, if you're going through a challenge, you need to embrace that challenge, because that challenge is going to be something that you can make money out of it. And I say, your test is your testimony, and the mess that you go through is your message. So embrace it, be able to speak confidently about the challenges that you go through. So don't let people to say, you are young, don't do that, don't say that. As young as you are, start where you are. Hence, I also teach the future leaders how to start the businesses. So I have a future leader that is teaching now the other future leaders, to not only future leaders in the program, but kids as in general. She teaches them how to do coding. So this is her business. As young as she is, she's only 13 years old. This is her business, and she's not too young. You can start wherever you are. So young people, you have a voice, you have ideas, you've got business ideas. Let us bring them to life.
Your test is your testimony.
Yeah, man.
And those challenges that you face on your daily, basis, they help you to become the person that you want to be, and also the leadership that you want to portray to the people out there. So now let's, dive deep into the program in terms of what it offers and how does it help people out there. So how does the program balance leadership training with emotional intelligence, knowing that emotional intelligence is something that, one person needs to work on a daily, to improve the skills of dealing with people in general and social responsibility?
Yeah, so the program, I loved it when you guys spoke about when you grow up, and then you spoke about the parties and the graduation. So one of the things that we teach, one of the speeches that we teach in the Future Leaders is that we teach how to prepare for a special occasion speech, which would be like your graduation, your weddings, toasts for parties, for whatever special occasion. So we would prepare the young leaders to be able to deliver those kind of speeches on the spot. I remember when I went to my friend's wedding in 2007, I think, or 2008, I had to give a speech as a best friend because I was the maid of honor, and gosh, I messed it up. And I see how much most adults, when they get these opportunities, they also mess up this kind of speaking. But now as a future leader, even if you don't practice it year in, year out, when you get that opportunity to present such, you will be able to remember that this is how it's done. So it is important for us to prepare them for whatever scenario that they will face in life. So it's not only the special occasion speeches. Like I said, there's an icebreaker, there is informative, and then I don't know if you guys know about death by PowerPoint. Oh gosh, I've seen people putting words on PowerPoint, and it's not supposed to be done like that. It's PowerPoint. So you only have to put your powerful point, not your word document. So I teach future leaders how to use PowerPoint so that they engage with the audience and not bore the audience to death. You know, so those are the things that we prepare them for. And once you know, so you know what is confidence? Confidence is being able to plan, prepare, and then you can deliver. So we teach them how to plan. Then they prepare. Before they come onto the stage, they obviously have to prepare for that speech. Now, when they come to deliver, they are prepared. Now, that gives them confidence. Once you do things just in J without planning and organizing your stuff, you're not going to be confident because you don't know what you're going to do.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Very Harifel. You know, you're raising such provoking points, actually. Nice, thought-provoking and mind-shifting or mindset shifting points, man. And I love how you speak about, and this is, you know, you referencing us, that we find that as we grow in society, we actually need these soft skills more. You know, I think maybe for us it could be easy, but I think there are maybe a few broadcasters out there, specifically radio broadcasters, because that's what we do, right?
Visual radio.
I mean, visual radio, sure, but it's broadcasting nonetheless. And maybe someone out there could think, Musi, Limweke, Stephen can easily speak in public. But you find that we are comfortable when we are behind the mic. And when you get to a public setting,
then it's different.
You're not in your comfort zone, and it's quite challenging. And then people go, like what you said, Mo, people are like, but Musi, you're on radio every day.
Do it.
Why
man.
can't you do it, Chief? You know? And I've also seen, Khalifeli, like you mentioned, that it's not easy for adults when you have to speak at a funeral, in church, at a friend's wedding, or graduation party, like I mentioned. And it's like, can't you talk about your friend? And it's like, yes, the person is my friend. Granted, I give you that. But just because we've been friends for such a long time means not that I can easily talk about them, you know. And so I love how she just said confidence.
Confidence.
She said.
You plan.
Yes.
So confidence, you need to plan, you need
prepare,
to prepare, and then you can deliver.
Yes. I love that. So with that being said, I mean, there's also generational gaps, right? And because I'm someone who pays quite a lot of attention just in general in life when we're going about, and when we're in public settings and Rekobo Mangmang or Reko Kerekeng or whatever, there's generational gaps, and you see in how we articulate ourselves, you see it in how we present ourselves.
Yes.
Right. The one example I can think of is that 10 plus minus years ago, when we were in high school, to such an extent that even if you guys are smoking or you have friends that are smoking, when your friend has the cigarette in their hand and then there's an adult, you would quickly hide it, you know. And it's not that Miss Mangmang or Ntatas Mangmang would not have noticed it, but I think there's just a respect aspect that comes in just recognizing and acknowledging. You will hide it, let them pass, and then, you know, so there's those generational gaps. Banaba, they call it Gen Z, Gen Alpha, Gen whatever, you know, Gen X, Gen ing. So with that being said, with today's generation, get out of demographic. With today's generation, do you find that, or have you found that they are more eager to learn, or they are hesitant, especially with reference to what you said, that more people, the study showed that people would rather die than stand in front of a crowd, you know? It is completely. So do you find that with today's generation, they are more eager to be in leadership positions, or they would rather say, and what is the difference that you've noticed with the different generations that you've worked with over the years?
So what I am noticing is that our future leaders, the young people, they are eagerly confident in kind of like, I would say it like a wrong way, because everything is just on the fingers. They can press the phone and then they get information. So they then tend to think that they know it all. So when I was speaking to some HR specialist, she said to me that the challenge that they're facing with the young people is that they don't know how to put their ideas across. They just think, because I know it, they must take it and they must listen to it. So I don't think that they necessarily are eager to learn because they think that they know it all. I don't blame them anyhow. I think us as adults, it is our responsibilities to help and shape their path, to shape their journey. It is absolutely not their fault. And when I spoke at Trevor Noah's foundation, and after my talk, we opened for Q&A, and the future leaders there, you could hear that, you know what, they have so much questions. They just need platforms to use to ask their questions. So, and I say to us as adults to say, can we open our ears? Can we be the mentors to these young people? Because if we shut them off, we are setting ourselves for failure. The future is going to be dark. So we need to listen, we need to guide, and we need to mentor them. That's all we need to do in order for us to move forward and make sure that we prepare a bright future.
I love that.
I love it also.
I love that. And I'm seeing, man, you've also, I mean, with what you just said, Khori, you've spoken on platforms like Trevor Noah's Foundation. I see that not so long ago, you were also on the morning show on ETV. So it also speaks to the amount of work that you've been putting in and, you know, the level of work ethic that you have and the impact that Future Leader Academy has. So, I mean, you guys have been in progress, for lack of a better word, or you at its inception, you've been around for quite some time, for a couple of years now, and you know, I'm sure there's still a lot more that Ole Khadifeli you want to achieve and you want to see happening with regards to future leaders. So with that being said, what do you think the long-term goal or vision is for Future Leaders Academy? And just the program holistically in its entirety. What is the long-term vision, 5 years, 6, 10 years from now?
So thank you so much for that, actually. So when I started in 2017, I didn't have the curriculum. I was like all over the place trying to figure out how I could run this program. And then only in 2023, that's when I then made it now more professional, started having the curriculum that you're seeing there on the screen that is now 12 weeks curriculum. So every time we are evolving, the long plan, the long-term goal is that I want future leaders to be a McDonald's of education. Right? I want it to be a franchise where we get the future leaders that are in the program to be able to now take the program to their different provinces. I want the future leaders to be in Northwest, in Northern Cape, like every single province in South Africa must have the future leaders. And I don't want it to be done by me, but I want it to be done by my future leaders, because I know they've got potential. And this is me now also creating employment, because if a future leader can be a servant leader and teach other future leaders, it means that they're creating their own employment. Because I mean, future leaders is a business. I charge the parents to bring their kids to me. So the kids that would be buying the franchise would also charge their clients so that they teach them. So I see it as a franchise of some sort in the long run.
Yeah, I see that.
I see.
I love it. So in closing, I mean, you mentioned that the HR specialist that you were in conversation with mentioned some of the challenges that they find, especially when interacting and engaging with the young people now, 2000 as they are referred to in society.
Yeah.
So just quickly in closing, before we let you go, what are some of the challenges that you have come across, or some of the biggest ones that you've faced in running the program, and how have you overcome them essentially? I mean, from 2017 to now, or only in 2023, that's when you found a nice working program that you developed, or a nice, you mentioned it's you said curriculum, yes. And it was after a while, after a couple of years. So there are some challenges I'm sure that you've faced, and you're still facing some now to this day. So what are some of the biggest ones, and how have you overcome them? Ole Gadifeli.
The challenges would always be there, but like I said earlier on, I embrace them because they make me grow from that. Because it says if it doesn't challenge you, it will not change you. So every time I go through a challenge, I'm like, yes, I'm glad that I am through this, but I will overcome it. But I think one of the biggest challenges that I faced is, I'm gonna try say it in a very nice and polite way. is that having to have someone or people that I can work with closely, and they understand the vision. So that has been the challenge for me, to say, finding someone that can understand the vision. And now how I have overcame it is that I am now having to make sure that whoever that I bring on board, they understand before I can say jump onto it. So I don't bring anyone on board before they understand what needs to be done. And this is not something that I figured out myself. It's because I cannot live without a mentor myself. I cannot live without a coach myself. I have a coach, I have a mentor, and then she said, you know what, in your board, you need to have an advisory board. And these are the people that you need to have on board. So now I know that whoever that I bring on board would be someone that aligns with the vision. So that's how I am overcoming, or I overcame the challenges that I had. Yes, I'm still going to face challenges, but we'll figure things out as we go. Okay, so Love Lives Here is a story that I wrote because I've been with my husband now, it's 21 years, and people always ask me, how do you keep a man? I'm like, if you want to know how to keep a man or how to be in a relationship, all the secrets are in the book. So my book is you can find it at Take a Lot, as well as I have the hard copies. Unfortunately, I don't have it anywhere in the stores. So it's only hard copies from me, as well as Take a Lot.
Wonderful.
Such an interesting conversation and story and journey that you've lived, Gadifeli. And,
for sure.
Future Leaders Academy sounds like it's a great program for young boys and girls, to be a part of. And it sounds like it's encouraging for parents to put or, take their children there to be a part of it and learn as much as they can. Yeah. We take, like I said at the beginning, we take these soft skills for granted more. And we think, man, public speaking, what am I going to do with unprepared speech in my life? But, in more than most cases I've seen it's not a nice setting to make an example of, but mostly with things that concern the family and funerals in more than most cases, or mesebetsi kunomsebenzi kunomcimbi endlini or ejaridini, and uthole malume asakhona ukubua, and it's like how malume young. And that's, I always say that I don't constitute being an adult with great attributes. Just because umutona means not that you have the necessary skills to navigate different aspects of life. And I think the generation now or this young generation can develop can gain quite a lot from Future Leaders Academy program, and all of that. So in closing, if you could speak to every young person in South Africa, Gadifeli, what would be the one thing that you would want to say to them about the power of choosing to lead rather than being hesitant and stepping back and saying, I get someone else? If you could say one thing or share something with the young generation, what would that be?
I'm going to try summarize it. Don't succumb to peer pressure. Live your best life ever, because whether you are living your life, whether you are not living your life, you are not going to change where you're going to end up. So I love talking about death, and I always say to people, young or old, you're going to die anyway. Rather do things that will make you happy, that when you look back, you are proud of the life that you have lived. So live your life, not for other people, but for yourself, that when you go back, you say, God, you know what? I am coming to you empty. The talents and everything that you have given me, I have utilized them, and I have left the world a better place than I found it.
I like it. I
Love
like
that.
it. Basically, be in the present.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Occupying space as much as you can.
You know what a master class in a purpose and a parenting mess, Khadifele. Thank you for reminding us that leadership doesn't start in boardrooms, it starts at home, in classrooms, and in conversation that build confidence. And thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate, taking your time to be here with us.
Yeah, most
and
definitely.
Look, man, it's very, very interesting conversations and perspectives that you raise, Khadifele. One thing that stood out for me from our conversation is that feedback is breakfast for champions. I love it's powerful. I love that so much. And with that being said, we appreciate so much Us Khadifele, and hopefully sometime in the future you can actually physically come in studio so we can have a more in-depth and delve deeper into some of these conversations, and maybe talk about a bit more about Love Lives Here, and your inspiration behind it, and what are some of the things that you felt were necessary to put in the book, with regards to your long-term marriage and relationship with your husband, and the beautiful relationship that you guys have built that has, come to bear two wonderful children, like you mentioned. So thank you so much, and we appreciate it, and we do hope that you will enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much for having me, guys. I really, really appreciate your time. Have a blessed day and blessed week.
Wonderful stuff. An entrepreneur, an author, a speaker, and confidence coach. Perhaps you were wondering who we're in conversation with. Yep. There was Khadifele Moeng, a devoted mother of two children, and of course, professionally, she is a serial entrepreneur, a inspirational speaker, and a published author who in 2016 founded the Khadmo Cleaning Services, followed by the establishment of the Future Leaders Academy in 2017. So to you who's watching and listening, when you're reading from wherever you could be tuning in from, if you could go back to the 12-year-old you, to the 12-year-old self that you were, what is the one thing that you would want to impart on yourself with regards to leadership? We'd love to hear your thoughts, your opinions, and everything else in between. Drop a comment in our comment section on YouTube, and we will read those out loud. And of course, we'd love to find out now as an adult, what is the one thing that you would teach your 12-year-old self with regards to leadership? But with that being said, we've been talking for a while. It's 8 minutes after the hour 9 o'clock on a Tuesday morning, the 15th of July 2025. And with that being said, we quickly want to run to the loo, grab a glass of water, and pay our bills. And then you and I and the gents will see each other right after this. Cool stuff, man.
Vooka Breakfast Show.
We're out here in the heart of Soweto, Dobsonville. This is right next to Zondi Hills, and just before you get to Broad Fisher Club. I'm out here. My name is Musi West. I'm out here with the one and only maximum temperature. I'm working with my buddy CC Shabalala Wakamazibugo, and of course our station manager, the one and only Banelin Lyric. And we're traveling out here, man. This is what we do on the Vooka Breakfast Show.
Yeah, you gotta get it fresh.
Boogie there, we are fresh and nice. Now it's time to take the information to the people.
Of course, like Mo just mentioned, do stay tuned, comment, like, subscribe, share your thoughts and your opinions and everything else in between. We're going to be coming to a street to do live near you, wanting to know what your thoughts are out there on the street.
Most we've got TCO Wamazibugo with the traffic update. Right now we are going to N1 southbound to make sure that whatever that you guys get, it is real-time information.
Yes,
so looking at Mukhorosi, we have robots that are not working right here, but the traffic is moving. We're going to look at when is your rush hour time, when people are from the work or from school,
yes,
right?
Yes,
I'm gonna give you your daily update, so do make sure that you stay with us. Mobile Vooka Breakfast Show. But you are three.
Escape the ordinary and discover the extraordinary with Swellapil Tours. Whether you're a group of friends or a family looking for a memorable getaway, Swellapil Tours has you covered. Our all-inclusive tours take you to South Africa's most stunning destinations, from the scenic beauty of Mpumalanga to the vibrant life of Gauteng and the coastal charm of Durban.
Hey family.
Hi, my name is Tisiga Mazbugo Shabalala.
My name is Muketi Maimane.
My name is Musi Mist.
My name is Ketsu Mguni.
On the Vooka
Breakfast Show.
Every weekdays from 7 a.m.
to 10 a.m.
This is where we are going to have our topical discussion featuring various aspects from different fields.
We're going to take care of you and it's going to be amazing, man. Right now I'm on the set of the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blink-On Network.
Do not forget to subscribe.
That's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms.
Vooka.
See you there.
This is Ted, the Wild Irish Comedian. You're watching Vooka Breakfast Show. Tune in every morning, Monday to Friday.
Hey, Vooka Breakfast. Hey, Vooka team. I hope you guys are doing amazing and feeling good. A special Tuesday, but to choose Taylor. Let us know what you're choosing on this amazing Tuesday that motivates you to keep on going no matter what. So right now we're going to play ourselves a nice little game called Spot the Difference. Now everybody knows this game. We all grew up playing it. Some of us still do. And right now the guys in the station are going to spot 10 differences within this picture. I wonder if they'll be able to see them, but hey, I cannot wait. So who am I starting with here right now?
I think this one we just need to, just get prepared for it because it's a very difficult one. And what a way to introduce yourself. As Mabati, when you always come a game, you are just a perfect example of that person. But we've got a picture right there, that's being shown on the screen, in which we need to spot the 10 differences in 25 seconds. I don't know if the time starts now. Wait, who's playing? Are you playing or are we playing?
I am the host, Steve and Lucy, actually.
So they should spot... Stand there, Steve. How would you spot the difference sitting down?
Let me see the differences that you can spot first. Starting up with
so
you,
you've got
right?
Steve right there.
Can I have my 25 seconds timer there?
Yeah. So
are you setting the timer, or Musi setting the timer?
Yeah, we have... yeah, man. So this is what we do right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, man. Just, oozing that energy, with playing some games, just to, have that gist of a fun time while you're watching at home. Maybe you can also participate to say, Welele, Steve Nkosiami. You can't even pinpoint something that is very, very obvious. It's just right there in your screen, right? So we've got our 25 seconds timer set up, and your timer starts now.
Okay. Wait. Before the timer starts, am I showing everything? Okay, cool. Sunlight, the rays. There's no rays on that other side.
Okay, number one.
The watermelon is orange on the other side. Orange or yellow.
2.
There's a lemon missing on this side. And the screen is black.
So the screen just went black. So you got
it's gonna
3,
come back now.
right?
I got 3.
And
how many seconds was that?
You were left with 15 seconds. But
I was
now
left with 15.
We're just going to give you a privilege of restarting the 25 seconds once again, because you are on 3 and you need to spot 10.
Okay.
Right? So as we go back, your 25 seconds starts now.
Am I doing rays? No rays on that side. The watermelon is yellow. There's a lemon missing. The ice cream is yellow on this side, brown on that side.
Okay.
There is... Wait.
10 seconds left.
Yeah. 10 seconds. The dots on the curtain are not there. That side.
5.
The girl has a collar on this side, and there's a collar on that side. No collar on this side.
6. And your time is up.
Cool.
25 seconds is up, and you've got
Thank you
yourself
very much for
seats.
participating on Spot the Difference. Moosey missed.
Yeah.
Now it's time for you to actually spot the difference. Steven spotted what, 7 or 6?
Yeah. Oh.
He spotted 6.
Oh, should it not be like a different picture in the sense that now I've heard the ones that he's mentioned, and I'm gonna.
There's 4 more left.
So-
So you're supposed to mention the other 4
Okay,
that's
so
left.
if I mention the 4, I win.
Don't hide. You know that you don't know
Oh,
where
it's
they
just
are.
spotting the difference.
Yeah, team effort. Steve put you halfway through. Let's see. Okay, your 25 seconds is going to start.
I actually didn't look at
I
the
doubt.
thing.
I doubt you're even going to find them.
Okay,
your
let's
25
go.
seconds starts right now.
Okay. There's a lemon missing. That's 1. The drink is different. That's 2.
You done it?
The ice cream. That's 3.
That's done.
The cola. That's 4. The sun. That's 5.
Done. 10 seconds.
The lemon. That's 6.
And your time is up. Moosey's time is up, and
Okay, so
you
out
just
of
repeated.
all the ones that Moosey mentioned, I think the only difference was the drink, and then there was like a bush there.
Okay.
No bush.
7. The cap
It's
on
not
the
there.
drink. Yes, we found 8. Last 2.
So now we're missing 2 actually.
So did you guys get the curtains?
Yes, I did
The curtains. So let's see the t-shirts.
It's
Okay, the
1,
t-shirt
2,
it's got
3,
the hair,
6,
the ears,
7, 8.
the spillage. Wait, is that the decoration or the spillage?
9. No, we're actually missing 1.
Yeah, so 1 is missing.
I think if I'm not blind, the bubbles in this drink, they are.
And then it vanished.
The bubbles.
No.
The bubbles are the same, bro. You got bubbles and I got bubbles on there. So we only didn't find 1.
Which one is that now that's gonna bother me?
1, 2, 3, 4,
curious.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The girl.
Hair color.
You're colorblind. It's the same.
Hair color is not the same.
Brown. This is a lighter shade.
Aye, Steve. No, but here on the screen, the color is the same.
You're
The light. I
colorblind.
think it's the light. That's Yeah,
I
but
think
there's
you
a last one
literally
that's left.
just showed that it's very true when the same men are colorblind.
Oh, guys, which one is the last one? Wait, let's restart and count them because I
Okay,
feel like
it's the sun.
the
1,
sun is 1.
2, the curtains.
Okay.
3, watermelon.
4
4,
lemons.
and then 5,
5,
the
ice
ice cream. 6, the cola. This is 7.
7.
And then this is 8.
8.
The bush is 9.
Bush is
We are still
9.
missing 1 more.
So spot 10 differences, right?
Yeah, we only managed to spot 9. So there's 1 difference that we're missing. Vooka team, help us look for that 1 difference because I see, even me, I can't find it, hey? So if you see that 1 difference, please do let us know what's that 1 difference that we are missing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Hmm?
There's something here.
No, the fingers are okay.
Fingers are okay, man.
Mm.
So the curtains, the curtain rails, okay. The rail is fine.
The curtain
Oh, the
rails-
window, guys. Look at the window frame.
Oh, yeah. So we finally
window
found the
frames.
10th difference. It was the window, literally in plain sight, and we actually managed to miss that. But I really do hope that you enjoyed our Spot the Difference game segment. Definitely keep tuned, man. Don't move, don't you guys, because we still have more and amazing guests that are still coming up Kodala Vooka Breakfast Show for yet an amazing, impactful interview. And you never know when we'll definitely hit you up for another game segment.
Yeah.
See you when we come back.
Yeah.
Hey family.
Hi. My name is Tisiga Mazbugo Shabalala.
My name is Muketi Maimane.
My name is Musi Miss.
My name is Ketsu Mguni
On the Vooka
Breakfast Show.
Every weekdays from 7 a.m.
to 10 a.m.
This is where we are going to have our topical discussion featuring various aspects from different fields.
We're going to take care of you and it's going to be amazing, man. Right now I'm on the set of the Vooka Breakfast Show brought to you by the Blinko Network.
Do not forget to subscribe.
That's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms.
Vooka.
See you there.
Escape the ordinary and discover the extraordinary with Swellapil Tours. Whether you're a group of friends or a family looking for a memorable getaway, Swellapil Tours has you covered. Our all-inclusive tours take you to South Africa's most stunning destinations, from the scenic beauty of Mpumalanga to the vibrant life of Gauteng and the coastal charm of Durban.
Because on the Vooka Breakfast Show, this is what we do on a day-to-day basis. Just before the break and just before we took a second just to laugh and have a good time and unwind a bit. We were on conversation with Khalifeli Moyeng, and one of the things that stood out for me that she mentioned was that feedback is the breakfast of champions. If you've just tuned in and you've just joined us, look, you've missed quite a bit of the conversation that we've been having over the period of this morning, but you haven't missed out a lot, because we're about to jump into a great conversation as well with Arthur. And he's saying that this name comes, it's and Mo is saying that we'd love to hear what this name is about. But look, welcome back. You're still hanging out with myself, the one and only MOOCEE, Mr. Right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show. And where we don't just talk, we aim to have conversations with industry professionals and discussions that shift mindsets and content that is truly all-encompassing, compelling, and of course thought-provoking, aimed at giving so much information and knowledge only and exclusively right here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, brought to you by the Blinko Network. The time right about now is 21 minutes after the hour, 9 o'clock on a Tuesday morning, the 15th of July, 2025. Do keep engaging with us across all our social media platforms using the hashtag Vooka Breakfast Show. So that's Vooka Breakfast Show on Facebook and all other social media platforms. But it needs not end there, like I've been saying. It can also continue interacting with us on our WhatsApp line using the number 060-493-3226. That's 060-493-3226. Comment, like, subscribe, and do the things that are necessary to be done so that you and I, and of course the rest of the Vooka Nation and the Vooka team, can share our thoughts, our opinions, and everything else in between. So right about now, jumping onto our YouTube comment section, the one and only, Black Maningi coming through saying, funny how I got the 10 within 26 seconds. Stop lying, man. Hey, Maningi. Funny how I got the 10 within 22 seconds. How did you time yourself, Maningi? Hey. And then KT coming through saying, lol, the lemon on the drink, guys. And then he says the lime, is it a lemon or a lime? And then he comes back and says, lol, the window was supposed to be number one.
True.
I mean,
true, because we said the side, because we always started with the side, but we missed the windows, right?
Yeah, and I got a text from someone who also mentioned that, hey man, the 10th one was the window, man. So people are watching, interact. We want that comment in the comment section. So we're about to jump into a great conversation with Mr. Arthur, and just to find out a bit more as to what are some of the spaces that he's involved in, and what led him to be in the spaces that he's involved in, being a community leader, a chief executive, and of course the founder of the Sekhukhune Foundation. Arthur is a dynamic leader whose passion for social development shines through his work with the Sekhukhune Foundation, an organization dedicated to uplifting undeserved communities across South Africa with a strong commitment to education, wellness, and youth empowerment. Arthur channels his energy into initiatives that spark real and lasting change. I can't wait to jump into this one. Mr. Arthur, thank you for coming. we really appreciate you taking your time, just to spend some time with us and find out a bit more about who Mr. Baputi is and find out where this name comes from, as you were saying off camera, that so with that being said, just quickly before we dive in, I am going to ask you, just so that you and I hear each other a bit more clear, to make use of the headset. And then with that being said, we are going to move the mic slightly closer to you for better sound. So welcome. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for hosting me. I need to correct two things.
Okay, no worries. Yes, sir.
The name is not Paputi.
Okay. Paptosi. Oh, okay. I see.
Yeah, the name ki feel ki Stockholm Sack man, she was young. Now I think she's 31 or 32.
Wow, okay.
So I think at the age of 4, 3, not pronouncing Papa Arthur. Now the things that is but to make it says Papdos.
I see. Very interesting.
Little hole.
I see.
Another thing that I want to correct the foundation.
Yes, sir.
The name of the foundation.
Yes, sir.
If we are saying Sikukuni Foundation, the royalty of the Sikukuni in Limpopo, they will fight with me.
Okay.
So it's a Arthur Sikukuni Foundation.
Oh, I see.
Even when you see also the surname is not, it ends with I, not E.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sikukuni. As opposed to Sikukune.
Yeah, you're still correct, but our official, we need to correct them.
I see what you mean.
I don't want to be sued by my family.
Yeah, copyright.
Copy Act, Chief.
Yeah.
Vooka Breakfast Show. What are you guys doing there? I love it. No, welcome, man.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So let's jump right into it. I mean, from someone who's so big on youth empowerment and community development and all of these things, I'm always interested in finding out what drives someone or an individual to want to go into such spaces. Someone was here not so long ago by the name of Stay, and what he pointed out was that we are so constructed in our societies to be people who function in the middle class, and have conventional 9-to-5 jobs. Someone is asking, "How Musi, Mo, why are you guys doing radio, visual radio? What is that? It's a podcast, most these things, and." So I'm always interested to find out what pushes you and drives you and keeps you intact in wanting to develop the youth and wanting to develop or empower our communities in and around where we live and where we come from as individuals.
A lot of things, especially around our communities.
Yes, sir.
Now, people, they might also ask me,
yes, sir.
So why youth involvement?
Yes.
The thing that it's in our communities, you've been interested much in community development. I think I was not working. Then the issue of community development started when I started to organize beauty pageants.
Wow.
The beauty pageant that I'm going to name Miss Face of Soweto. As we started that program, most not doing what to do. Round a little side, so we around. The forum space is telling singing. You round the lawn again. How can I come?
I see.
So the beauty pageant ki ona la calorie, including ata. And then people are getting also into this field without understanding. People want to be famous.
Yeah.
For Zwanan to be famous, then abe chelete, then apelable. So, but there were a lot of things, substance abuse, banaba abuse, banaba. I'm talking about from the primary and between the. Before we can say between constitutional the youth is the 13 or 14 to 35.
Yes.
So those who are 12, we're not told they're facing those challenges. So how do what can we do? We started to do now into deep of this community involvement, where you end up being involved in politics, where you end up being involved in making sure community members have a talk some they will come to you to say so development in I think I cluster fella to say youth and all those things, even into female things then, but because I can direct too much because now these days when you get before that there was an organization called if I'm not, it's a unique project. That unique project was established by females. They roped me in that project. As there was this thing that because I talk too much. PRO. Okay. So I don't find that life was easy.
I see.
Talking to them, development. Then that thing started from there. Got those women, making sure that the people, basaja, will do the body soup kitchen. Now the famous. So we're doing them because we never had social media. And there's not the cell phone to post to all those things. Sorry, it's hard.
Very interesting, man, to hear, the kind of work that you're doing to the communities, because I think it will also answer the question of the inspiration and the gaps that needs to be filled more the community in Zarona, where we see young people end up resorting to bad things. So these kind of initiatives, they do help. The foundations, they do help have hope and have a driven aspect into what do they want in their lives. So now, why was it important for the foundation to focus specifically on undeserved communities?
I'll give a bit of history before we come to this Athasi Kukuni Foundation. During COVID, the very same situation happened. We're part of a structure called Sanko. I was leading Sanko in Pimville Zone 2, Ward 22. Then as a chairperson of Sanko, we see these things. We try and because the problem was we cannot sit down and meet and have meetings. So the group of us selected people. Then we said, man, what can we do? One of us, which was a secretary, Kizizwe, he said, man, asambe nsufuna ukudla. Abantu abanakudla. Then we go in cabbage, we divide into 4 and make sure that for ideally 10, how to divide into 4, that number we were able to give those families. So, and then we established an organization called Repiwa. Then along the line, end up at we're no longer getting along. Then we break away, others remain in Korupiwa. Myself and Dimakatsu and Zizwe, we started the Fatiso Foundation. We continue the very same thing. And then, but on Korupiwa, I think you're not on a limelight because we end up getting food parcel as far as overseas. And then we distributed to those 1,000 families. That project, that organization, if till today, if I have to count, we gave close to plus or minus 15 families food on daily basis. Not food in tailoring is a grocery. Sometimes to make a soup and give a cup of soup and give a person a loaf of bread. Then that
it's impactful.
It was then what you call. So leading to Arthur's Sikukuni Foundation, I was admitted this year, February.
To hospital?
Yeah, to the hospital. Admission, when I went to see my GP, It was the first time we in 10 years I'm playing so there's something wrong going. Then took blood tests. Then he said, come after 2 days. But if the following day you're not okay, come back. The following day when I come and say, no, I'm taking you to the city. Then when I arrived to the city, so on that day, I felt, you know, I get a moya. Now what's happening? Then it's actually more like Buffett or Zamaya. Can I Zamayang? They're going to admit it just for 2 days, don't worry. Get a sharp. After that, I collapsed.
Then hospital.
Collapsed. From Pimville, I went to Omonde View where I stay, and then come back Libana, and all those things. Then I collapsed. I feel like something might end. If something happened, but no panic. Then I decided I had to collapse. Then I was in that recovery emergency for about 4 hours, trying to find out what is happening. But then my PG found out, he suspect meningitis. So meningitis. I see the full banana. Then the research was done. We were left and right. Then I spent 4 hours. Then I went to ICU for 3 to 5 days. I came out. I went to before kids go ICU. I asked this nurse, what was the reason of me being here? Because, but and then I don't know. I'm not getting report. No doctor will send somebody to say, understand? Yeah, but he will tell people to come. Then started to remind, stop coming. Lingama, do something. What are you finding?
What's happening? Yeah.
Then this necessary no fit. Rooking oxygen, no oxygen momeli. Yeah. No, he said, he said, at least you're okay. Oxygen every 100%. And then I started to say, why? No, it was this kind of oxygen. That's what. Then after that, I went to a wellness recovery, depression, stress, and all those things.
Yeah.
No, I could do it when my brother will visit me, have a tutsamaya, little space, sorry, I need to sit down a bit more. But I end up, I have to do something. Got this issue of depression because of sometimes depression is caused by not talking with people. How do you want it? Depression caused by your relationship, marriage, your work related, and all those things. Then, yeah. So that is this. The foundation is not registered. I've been incubated, and then is the right word, by another organization, so that sharp whenever that hold the programs. If they want to give me a program, they will give me a program to run. This thing is new. This month, so yeah, people was when they Google me, they will see these other organizations. But
I see.
Yeah,
where is it based?
The foundation.
Yeah,
Omonde View.
I see. Very interesting, and speedy recovery. I'm hoping and I'm trusting.
Yeah.
It looks like you're in well spirits. You're in good spirits right now.
I'm recovering.
Yes.
Medicine is still.
Yes, medication is helping.
Speedy recovery.
Yeah, man. Because I think we take our health for granted. You know, we take it, and especially how and all of that. It's like man, get sharp, guys. I'll be okay. You know, yeah. So, talk to me, Mr. Arthur. You know, like I mentioned when we started, someone could say, Mr. Arthur, why with community work, youth development, and all of these things. Musi Mweketi, why are you guys in radio? Spending your time listening but there clearly was a reason why you went into this kind of work. And of course, with the launch of the foundation, what's the gap that you felt was necessary for we TV or in and around our communities? You know, you could have done whatever. There's an array of jobs out there. Conventional 9 to 5, we chase, spend time le family, but you went into this work and you were filling in a gap. What was the gap that you saw was necessary to be filled, and why?
The thing that I'm working for Department of Education. Go as a teen school. I'm a general assistant that deals with maintenance of the school. So you this thing, your challenger, people will come to me from nowhere just to talk to me. So if I have 50 rand, I say, so and you're giving this person a 50 rand, but you're not sure what to buy or I can tell. But the thing is, my friend told me, Sabelo Bosman, the brother to the late Gloria Bosman. Lena is running his own foundation. So he said, if you give somebody money, request a receipt after. Yeah, then I don't know, so those gaps, they're still there. I
see.
What was also hating, I'm based in the school. Uniform I appear from Friday. Monday had the very same uniform. I had how she bless could just see the top of the shoe. But how she bless and it is bow every day at school. Yeah. Libanyana batla school. So Gary, I need to do something, but I must also do it to foundation, Catholic kids as an individual. Yes. So then I started to say, let me buy this child uniform or theater. So Baba and Babona, they will also come. Baba Mataka the jacket is will take that jacket and say, I'll tell you how much you're going to cost me. No, and then just give me 20 rand. One understand. So those gaps, they are still there. People because of mereko, you know, then people again they don't have there are a lot of things. For example, if you take people who are graduated, you know, can I leave this thing in my mind? If you take doctors who are graduated, we put them in the room. Whilst I told him, no government does want to employ us. But you can create a lead doctor. So why don't clap together and open a small clinic? The container location. We don't know how. Just show them mushrooming. And they're only by I think if they're not 3 directors, there are 5 white people are owned. I'm not saying it's wrong because of white people. They saw a gap and then they're giving those services. So the gaps it's the gaps it's you
cut one head, 2 more.
So other people they will say, oh, I thought the less rush go at. You know what made a family get but one of the things when I do my profile, I have to include that. Kiko launching, launching ko high, because ko high kiko zone 2, kisebetsa ko zone 3, ko high, kia dula kia ja. Fetso ja fela hlapa matso, ha ke re ke a tswa China Q again. Hey, uncle, Shkalo Kulman now before him. No, it's just a message. No, I'm listening. Husband and cousin, another cousin passed on. Huh? What's happening? We don't know. Suspicion, the poison, and all those things. How? Can I get spanning Kihutle then Kibonore? Let's Harry as a family. You're like Kopansa. When you fit like a family, tell her, hi. I want to chill at or look at this person. So I played the role of my lumen to say, no, let me call somebody. I'll go able to say, look, I'm struggling here. Family it's okay. Give me 5 minutes, then come back. Then give that person 5 minutes. Then after 5 minutes, she comes and she calls it, the issue of undertaker has been covered. Yeah. So those are the things. In terms of burying people, if I have to, I buried a number of people coming here, then mot atle moena are wa o batla mothuso ka boloka ntate wa hae mara fitla mo jate go pakile 325i. They also, so why don't sell this car and bury your car? I mean, how we keep also say it.
Wait, did you actually say that?
Yeah. She kept quiet. I don't know what no. You want assistant, then I must go to an undertaker. And request we are no pagile to e be strategic ntsakolo mo jarteng we pake ka montle e be ka re Vooka Academy to come and see.
Yeah.
One understand. You creating those things.
I know what a jumpy says.
No,
jumpy
says. So why hakilo kupana lento na kya kwanda take no that people in his weekend na hasebet. No, he's driving. I know it, but I say it. So adumele austil to say no, I'll bury this person. The very same thing you assist somebody. You cover the burying part.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you come, utola molo these people be zabana diju. Marpa bente stew.
I win.
Baja. We're not too fufuletsu. Hey, then all this thing. But keep na rebatu. We are doing these things for the
love of it, for giving back.
The things that maybe Khunwaka or feel this thing. I don't know. Because my brother can explain more than me to say why are we like this.
No, very interesting. Very, very interesting. So, I mean, the foundation Yega Ocho started not too long ago, but it also works across spaces of education, wellness, and of course, ultimately empowerment, right? Like we've been discussing and talking about. So, how we break it down? What are some of the programs the foundation is currently running right now? Even in its young days as it is currently, what are some of the ones that the foundation is running, and how are they helping? People tend to come to you. So get the programs that you're running currently right now.
One which is in the early stages because of need to work the able to Moyona. They are running a program called with the Department of Health, if I'm not mistaken. One clinic, one garden.
Oh, nice! I like that title.
So, kesebetsa go skolo. The gardens they are not maintained properly. And especially garden the vegetables.
Yeah.
Because of space. Schools they are not running their own
gardens. Yes. Yeah.
They used to do that, but there's a school called Barke Primary School. I was the chairperson of that school. There were those competitions at the garden. We were one of nominated by Nestle to participate in that gardening. and then we won first prize.
Oh, wow.
Because the community was part of that. And then the money went to the community to assist that team, Ezang, all those things. Then COVID came and then everything, So I want to introduce, maybe to copy from one clinic, one garden. Maybe one school, one garden. So that we employ young people to work on that garden. Maybe bamufe stipend nyana, understand? Let's cover sa but something will different. Yeah. The one that I'm trying to I'm developing it. It's going to be more focused on mental illness, mental health. Yeah, because of my experience, I slept in 3 mental institutions.
Really, brother?
Yeah, I slept into what you call. Before that, I went to a counseling, Dobsonville, Moko Clinic. Then some of the things I had thinking. Yeah. So this mental thing, because of, but really, but we are special on the side of men. We don't talk about issues that are female.
Yes, definitely.
But that doesn't mean that large duty so really 5. Yeah, you understand. But there must be one person in that 5 who trust or fit. Hey, I feel like going to Hanyu. Understand? Like if it that's why get like in. Like feel like going to our understand?
Yeah, Mustafa.
Because so you know it was so hating. This guy was Uber got generally about relationships. So media carkiness. Yeah. So and now ubi. So I have it one time. Whatever, it's a halal family. Maybe the most say it happened yesterday. Told me a pekali bana baje, but first that's really pizza. Yeah. Yeah. When I would la, can go to hospital and then no. Did you? Our regard. So Regil, Regil, proudly so. Yeah. So I need to tap into that, involving health professionals. A program, it will help in terms of counseling, because people they don't have money. If understand. So how can that concept mental health that I'm trying to be achievable. That would be what you call. On educational side. Education is big. There are challenges, but more skilled. My focus will be it might take long. You know, matrix are now. 70% of matrix they won't have money to go to universities. Yeah. If one can fundraise money to say all these kids must go to university, but the parties by the cost of it on data. Then how about some like I do like to degree high mark? I make a mount on education to work to SGBs. I'm part of SGB. Their work is more limited. It's more limited in the sense that your role is to monitor the finances of the school. 2 is to make sure that the infrastructure does not collapse. Yeah. Then and then give discipline to school. You understand? So we need to the SGP must be able to go out to make sure that education members, as parents, participate. You know what is said? Even you can attend. Just if we go out there's an SGP meeting. Just go and observe and listen. The parents it's a honano. But irresponsible in terms of taking care of the kids, in terms of taking education. You know that we had a problem. I mean, how toilet blockile is a honey. You can't have school. So you tell the parents, no, I never go to school because of 1, 2, 3. Parents will call you and then because now it's a plan. Hang on, at Waka Gate, I school. So yeah, no, it's katile da. Yeah. It becomes yeah. So yes. So
yeah.
Education is more than that because also to make sure that every child go to school. And then there's a feeding scheme go school. If you are short. The food pass are America, the food pass or banaba has one more plastic use a control by paper. No, the sad thing, every toting, no cookie veragante, no face. Understanding Gorgarujula poison. And then whole suspect Mazimba chips or something. You understand? So it's going to it's like they were not. They was not taking care.
Yeah.
We put on 5 years, 6 years. Why I look starting now? What do you understand? So in education, it's a broad thing. It's something I have to come up with something. But my wish I want everybody to be in class. And then matrix by pass but toilet bazari.
I love that. You are raising very valid points. They affect us more in and around our communities. These are real issues. We know go next door. We know go opposite situation ya teng a monate. We know go kerekeng nkgono smangmang bana ba gagwe ba mo silele ditlogolo and ka grantenyana eo that she gets at the end of the month ke yona tshwantse a berekise to try and provide for these children. And so I think it's very important and very vital work that you are doing just as an individual or other, but of course also over and above as the foundation, you know. And I think maybe I could be wrong, you will correct me, but I think it was trying to formalize it, so that we develop structure, when you go out there and about a sponsorship or any kind of help, you actually have in black and white. Guys, this is the work that I'm doing. So I think it's very vital work, and people like yourself are very intricate and vital in and around our community. So training now, empowerment in the sense that grassroots, the impact and the strategy that you just have over and above as a foundation. The word empowerment specifically, or we mention that word ever so often and fail all willy-nilly as if it's nothing. I want to empower the youth. I want to empower the community. I want to develop the community, But I don't think we really necessarily understand the power behind the word empowerment. So with that being said, what does it look like for Batoba Berekang? Because it's one thing wanting to organize youth and say, guys, I want to empower you and I want to enrich you and have empowerment to go out and seek those bursaries or seek those jobs or make a living or make a name for yourself one day, more community. But what does it look like in terms of the people that you help and the people that you serve, Mori community when you talk about empowerment?
When I was looking to this question yesterday,
yes,
it was difficult to tell you the truth, because empowerment is it. But I want to answer it in this way. On my side is to see the next person early developed. The next person early developed. That family.
Yes, sir.
That child-headed families. That another approach on what you call. Development. I mean, so it's developed. There's tar roads.
Yeah.
but making sure that our streets more one pallet thing, those potholes be sharp. That is development. To see kids, going to school, empower himself, better job, better salary. No, not hurry. We are saying about 20 millions every month. So if we could develop, understand? When I go born after 5 years, then I'll be proud to say
different.
Yeah.
And it can be there. Yes, sir.
Because le bana ba mo ke sebetsang teng, I was worried when they passed matric. Then the bursaries were not even approved or but this is a government to make pays at twice. Kento tshwanetse e lokiswe, especially bana o se fane ka bursary when the minister fails to announce the results. Mo fe bursary ka December at Christmas sharp when the minister announced the results. Ngwana wa tsebo after that we are go school.
Definitely, I agree.
Yeah. So that is empowerment. Ekbatlo bona different to everybody. Then I'll be happy if I can see deep down being empowered.
Deep down, man.
You understand? How about that structures, Holters, Sulu, school of dedication. When the last time I came on, I can't know, man. This is not. It is painful.
It's sad.
No, man.
It's sad. It's sad.
They don't, even maybe people, they don't understand who's Walter Sisulu, Kimang, but they were supposed to make a research. Why this name here?
Yes.
Why Freedom Charter was here? You understand? Then Mikuku Eli. How can one develop? No, I forgot this guy. This guy Wako Sweden, if I'm not mistaken. Rukopani mo social media because we went to Clip Down and then gave people food parcels. But not the site. Not the site. There's this Clip Down youth program.
Okay.
But this site they are Clip Down Camo box. So to mention other people's name, Lalo never fairly food parcel. So then to simple look or fella. After that, he contacted me and say I want to help. I'm busy working with people. I want to see Clip Down being developed.
Okay.
It was a design of how can people sit in that 2-room. Then the issue I had felt like for national spaces where you wanted to put a solar system plant where Clip Down will have its own electricity.
Wow.
You understand? So now because of people he can raise money for that overseas, then they can do that. But he phoned me one day to say I need a place. God, there's a place could play against but in terms of connection from Pinville Zone 2 to Clip Down, it might be a problem.
Yeah.
We just want a closer space. Then I'll be happy to see Clip Down being developed. I'll be happy to see the RDP places where there's tar roads and then people by pillar handle. Then again, if you can deal awake, I don't know, man. It's a little difficult. But on the phone, I'll tell you by Saka deterrent or by and try to bang. Then last time I have asked them, but Babaja, they can't eat solid food. Obatla Mazimba already biscuit. If I can see everyone happy, happy developing, things will be
much better
for my side.
I see.
And it's not the easy thing because of it needs resources to develop something or to develop people.
Definitely. I see. So I mean, like I said, man, very, very intricate and vital work that you are doing. And I like how you just mentioned Clip Down, but it's one of a lot of communities that we have. They need a further development, they need assistance, they need people to put in work and effort into them becoming better than what they are right now, And just that, for me, I think, they have value. Though as a lot of people, just so that the white counterparts can have space, but we can develop these small spaces and make them work for us and make them fruitful and beneficial for our children and our children's children, just generations to come. A lot of us still live like you just mentioned, there's a lot of families who are still living or something like that, things like that. And we can develop our communities, definitely. I believe so anyway. So with all of this work that you are putting in and the plans that you want to instill with the vision of the foundation, there's of course the challenge. There's the headley, there's hurdles and there's speed bumps as you go, and there's no way you can avoid and say Nakile Arthur or Kili Musi or really Vooka Breakfast Show. There's no challenges that we face, but it's about how you overcome them and how you try to go over them and learn as you go through the journey of going over those hurdles and those challenges and those speed bumps. So what are some of the challenges that you've come across as the foundation? This is a serious one for us. You just mentioned food parcels are sometimes an issue. So what are some of those and how do you overcome them to make sure that you come out on the other side and become more impactful, essentially?
First thing, get the resources to achieve your vision. Some of these things to achieve them. If I have to achieve them, if can be resourceful, I'm not saying give me $1 million, then do those things. Because I need to say, if 1 hour matric had a laptop now to study control, then let's give that child or go university a laptop. So, because as a challenges as again and families to bury these people, it's a challenge. Even if it's not your focus, but people will come and know, I need your help. I need to bury his mama. I don't have money. You understand? So, like I said, resources. And the challenge that we are facing, Corey, when you come up with an idea, people are stealing your idea.
Oh, wow, really?
That will become interesting. Yes. Somebody can. How do you come with Vooka Breakfast Show? I don't know. Yeah. The concept of Vooka Breakfast Show. There's a document. Yeah. But not this. It's different, something different. You understand?
Yeah.
Because I'm not the media person, but I wanted to do something earlier. People will be proud to say, "Hey, there's a station. Let's use it." Yeah. So to work hard, to make things twice, go it's hard. Already, you can achieve this vision. Yeah. Making sure that you meet the objectives. You understand? The people coming to asking for it becomes sometimes you not get enough sleep because somebody will go billion trainer. Then for me those are the challenges that we are facing: stealing ideas, resources, how one can move from here to there, how to fight, how to make sure that people are go for rehab for living, stop smoking, moving away from drugs and all those things. Then I think life will be achieving better.
I see.
Yeah,
so just in closure, so that I keep it back and I'm sure with each of us in the spaces that are involved in Motone, we all have things that we would like to achieve. I mean, for instance, here on the Vooka Breakfast Show, 4 or 5 months ago, if no reblela gore one day re tlo fitla go di episode 100, it was, we didn't even think of it.
That was an idea.
It was like, yo guys, because at the time, neresa stream every day. Like we would jump 2 days, and then Thursday or Friday or something, But now, today we're actually celebrating 101 episodes.
Wow.
Of consistent streaming Monday to Friday between 7 and 10. So we all have goals that we want to achieve, and now we're chasing 150, 200, and more, of course, and we want to do more with our show. So I'm sure the same applies ka foundation as well. There's things that you look ahead. I want the foundation to achieve 1, 2, and 3. I want to do certain things. I want to have a bit more of an impact. So 5 years from now, what does the foundation look like? What are you hoping to have achieved by then? Is it only based more Soweto, more Gauteng? Do you want to jump province borders? Do you want to jump country borders as well and take it outside of the country and help more people? So in the next 5, 6, even 10 years from now, 2035, what does the foundation look like, and what is the ultimate goal and vision for the foundation?
I'm 56.
Okay. 66, double fresh, double sharp.
Not 66, 56.
Yes, I'm saying 10 years. Outside of 66, double grand.
No, I don't want to find myself in a space whereby
double fresh, my brother.
Sometimes you need a space to sit with your kids.
Okay, I see.
No, the thing that about the foundation, then because of currently I'm a one person in what you call. If my kids can come in to be part of the foundation, they can take South Africa. They can take it from here to South Africa. But my focus is not I would say Johannesburg. Then if I have an opportunity to go to Springs, I'll go to Springs. You understand? Yeah. And then you to achieve this. Yes, you say you're streaming twice in a week or once in a week, but litshokile nako e telele because le na le vision le kgotlheletse gore re batla go fitla mo.
Yes sir.
And le fitlile mo teng.
Yes sir.
Le fitlile ka nna ka 101 show.
Yeah.
So the thing that it's a foundation, sometimes they collapse because of if people they are not sharing your vision, then it will be a problem. Yeah. So you need to instill this. I know that even my brothers, this foundation might be changed. I mean, we'll be as a family to run it as a family and move together as a family to do different things. Because when I'll expect it so, can I'll expect it so, and also in that way we'll be able to achieve. Resources, not resources in cash. To have a camera, to have a laptop, to have a desk, because it's like office. So I need to move out, to
and have spaces,
space where people they can come.
Yeah.
If I have to go and work Coco Hotel, I have to go and work Coco Hotel. And for me, for that market, I can make wonders Coco Hotel. Understand? I learn now. I think the government is starting to give them resources, water, and infrastructure, water and electricity. So, and to go there because of given situations that they, then the foundation can make better. Yeah, doesn't mean that if you go on the view, then left must people from on the view, they have their lives. Pillars and then but yeah. So that's I want to achieve. So because of before I just want to mention some of the things because I forgot. I wanted to start with them. Where does this thing come from? Yeah. Community development. You know, Montis Kukun is my brother.
Yes, I was about to ask.
Yeah, Montis Kukun is my brother. I love him to bits. Montis Kukuni, he's the one that introduced me in this kind of. I didn't know that I'm doing it, but Yana is more invested in this thing. Introduced me in politics. Introduced me in politics to say, bro, we can't sit in J. Muntung sites and next.
Sure.
Here's a mkhabolo, just read and then do something. You understand? Read it's a khali to into the Okupa, the strata, the hippo, and all those, but that is part of community development or community resistance of stopping white people coming to Soweto. So he introduced me to that, and then I end up being involved. I said in politics, ANC, SACP, Sanko. Then the interesting part, this thing, if you know the organization called Controllers, the Congress of Traditional Leaders.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Okay. It was in we had the structure in Gauteng, and then I participated on the structure. Johannesburg, I was a chair. Gauteng province, I was a treasurer. Then I work for an organization called Traditional Healers Organization, Bogogo. I was trying, they would give me a difficult task to develop training manuals. Because of, I will share this with my brother, he will tip me there and he will give me a manual, say, study this one and then do that. I work with also NAPWA, people living with HIV and AIDS.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
I was heading business unit Yabona. I became involved with Nelson Mandela Foundation. There was this thing they were doing, a dialogue. There was a dialogue program, and I loved that dialogue program. I once wrote to them to say, can't you bring back this? They said no. I hope I'm going to write to them again.
Yes.
Then I a board member ya Africa Itlokomele.
Oh.
I think you know them, or also by interview.
No. We haven't.
But I saw you interviewed the manager of Crystal Foundation Spiritual Center.
Yes.
I was the board member there.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Then they the co-founder of them, Rupiwa Fatit. So then Athas Kukuni. Then the founder of Miss Face of Soweto. Miss Face of Soweto, the sad part of it, when you start something, you don't think of registering it. Then somebody abaitsa the full diet and fanaka price price that cosmetics. So you see, it was a
challenge. Like you mentioned, but about the ideas.
Those were the things. And then more was supposed to start Sowetan Community Builder Project. Sowetan used to have that project when the late Agri-Class Day was alive. Those, we will work monitoring. So other people they politicize it, by politicize it how to make it because of your ideology. It's for a certain political party, and then, but we're not there for Tutu. So yeah. So 10 years from now, 5 years from now, I just want to see this foundation be somewhere. and it will fit.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely, we manifest.
Go fela ke full time ka sa ke full time ka span
Nkabe o kenya matla mo ne.
Nkabe ke kenya matla mana
Yeah, matsapa nje. I see. Very, very, very impactful. Ngwana ko ga, you're perhaps wondering who we're in conversation with this morning. He was correcting me when he got here earlier, saying the Sikukuni is with the I at the end and not to the E. And Arthur Sikukuni is the founder of the Arthur Sikukuni Foundation. And this Tuesday, we shine light on the work that's quietly transforming lives and, all around, in and around our communities. And essentially, the aim and the goal is that to have an impact and transformation throughout the entirety of our country, that is South Africa. One light, one life, and of course one community at a time. It begins both with you and I investing and putting our time into such organizations that have long-lasting impacts that we perhaps might not be informed about or knowledgeable about, but perhaps you might be one of those people who has benefited from such foundations. People like Bopra Arthur are completely and utterly vital in and around our communities. On our YouTube comment section, people have come through. Osvaldo Naka, a family member, part of the Vooka Nation, is coming through saying, good morning, awesome energy. Hey, shout out to you, Mr. Osvaldo. And then, of course, the one and only Monty Sikukuni jumping onto our YouTube comment section saying, community development and activists are inseparable. Time is now to unlearn, relearn, and learn to improve our community's socio-economic conditions. Completely speaks to how you just mentioned, Arthur, you guys have been at this work for the longest of times, and perhaps we're not so conscious you were doing this work, but it is community development atelier. And the reason I wanted to raise it because I saw the book when you laid it down earlier. Yes. I'm seeing Sikukuni, the name there on the thing. I want to know who this man is, man, And then the last one, Pumla Langa commented, started hanging out with us when Ste was here. And Ste was saying that Pumla is someone at no more lifing. So Pumla Langa comes through saying, oh, I missed the 100th episode yesterday, which was yesterday on a Monday. And then she goes on to say, but a big congratulations to the team. Well done. May the show reach new heights. The vision is alive and valid completely. Yippee. Utterly and absolutely agree, Pumla, and we appreciate you taking the time to hang out with us. And then the last one that just came through is Portia McKay. I'm not sure. You know Portia McKay?
I know her. that one.
Yes. Portia McKay coming through saying, my chairperson, we're still at it. So, this proves the amount of work that you've been putting in, man. People are appreciating you and loving you. So in closure, we're seeing the book right here. Can I quickly see so that we can show the viewers at home? So this is Bra Arthur's brother, Monty Sikukuni, the author of Sodlelekhaya, the hunger strike that changed the South African political landscape. Sounds very interesting. It says here, the hunger strike that changed the South African political landscape by Monty Sikukuni is a fascinating account of a pivotal moment in South Africa's struggle against apartheid. This debut book delves into the courageous hunger strike of 1989, when political detainees risked their lives to demand freedom and justice. Through personal narratives and historical insights, Sikukuni captures the resilience, unity, and strategic brilliance of the activists who played a crucial role in dismantling apartheid from within their prison's walls. Very, very interesting. Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
I've read up a bit on the hunger strike of 1989. I did a bit of history in high school, so I have like 2 cents worth. So I think it would be, because on Mondays we do book reviews, it would be very fascinating to have Bramonti come in and sit with us, discuss the landscape of the political system back then and what it's looking like now, and of course delve deeper into the book. I think Bramonti, I'm sure you are listening and watching. Please, can we make it a thing next time?
He's ready.
Yes, please. We would appreciate.
He's ready to come.
Yes, sir.
He's the one that is best to explain more about this.
The book,
And then remove in 3 hours.
Yes, not sure.
Because of he did some interviews, then they recalled him, come and explain this.
Yes.
Because of limited time.
Yes,
So,
yes. No,
You
definitely.
can have him on Monday. That's fine.
Definitely.
Actually, I'm trying to appoint myself as a manager.
Yeah. Media.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, Bra Arthur, thank you so much.
Yes.
Thank you so much for taking the time and talk about a bit more about all these things and the spaces that you're involved in. You know, we need more people like you. We need more insights like the ones that you have, so that we can develop Kasita Rona, we can develop our communities and make a better life and living conditions ultimately for the future generations that are going to come. Because I'm sure the way Soweto Linkateng now is not the Soweto that you grew up in. And that's because people worked and put in effort into it. And so I think us as young boys and girls in and around our communities, we need to do the same, develop it even more. I mean, Europeans are coming in, go Cape Town now, saying they don't feel the difference about go Cape Town.
Yeah.
It still ultimately feels like Bako Europe, you know, because Cape Townians and all these people have been putting in effort to develop Cape Town to such an extent that it is a world-class city. So I think the same can absolutely be done for the Kasita Rona, whether you're from the East Rand, Tembisa, Foslo, or Soweto, or wherever, we can develop and put in the work. And the proof is in the pudding that in the work that you are doing with the Arthur Sekukuni Foundation, and we appreciate and we thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thanks,
yeah.
Breakfast show.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we've been talking for quite some time. Let's quickly run to the loo because it says the now go pay our bills very, very quickly, very shortly. Let Mr. Arthur go, and then you and I and the gents will come back and then close it off and call it a day. But before that, let's pay the bills, and we'll see you right after this cool stuff.
The youth business.
Escape the ordinary and discover the extraordinary with Swellapil Tours. Whether you're a group of friends or a family looking for a memorable getaway, Swellapil Tours has you covered. Our all-inclusive tours take you to South Africa's most stunning destinations, from the scenic beauty of Mpumalanga to the vibrant life of Gauteng and the coastal charm of Durban.
26 minutes past 10, it is the time, and you still are watching the Vooka Breakfast Show. And yes, we know that you're asking yourself why we're still here. Don't worry, man. We're having those beautiful and thought-compelling conversations with our guests right here. And I just hope that you are with us as these new heights are still, on the journey. Because yes, we were celebrating the 100th episode, and a lot of people did miss that episode. But don't worry, man. There's still more interesting episodes that we're still going to give you, epic and interesting, so that your mornings can begin with that energetic note and that positive dose. So please do make sure that you subscribe, you share the live, so that if you know anyone who would be fit to come here and sit down in this table with us and have a conversation, and you feel like the information that they have, it is important to share with the wide audience or people out there who would need it, please do so by subscribing, or you can reach out to us by using the number 06049333226. That's 06049333226. As we begin the show, there's some of the things that we didn't cover, and we're just going to run through them so that we give you our daily bread and the gist of what makes a very good and energetic show, right? So let me just go through some of the birthdays, because there might be someone out there who is celebrating their birthday and we did not mention it. Don't worry, we won't leave you hanging. So let me just go through our celebrities who are growing up today, and maybe you know them. You know them by watching some of those programs that you always, watch when you are binging, when you're doing the Netflix or Amazon Prime or wherever streaming platforms are available. So today we are celebrating the birthday of Ian Armitage. A lot of you might know him as young Sheldon, right? In the series that tells the story of the old Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory. So he's turning 17 years old. He began his acting career at the age of 3, rocketed to fame in 2017 for his role as Ziggy Chapman in the HBO television. And the next one is the famous Forrest Whitaker, right? Whitaker.
Forrest Whitaker. Yes, sir. Yeah.
The man with whatever. So Forrest Whitaker won the Academy Award for Best Actor for his portrayal of Ugandan dictator Idi Amin and the historical drama The Last King of Scotland. So continue to grow,
you know, where
Forrest.
He does, his brother. He has his brother. Taken 3 I've watched a couple of times. I'm not. Is he in Taken 3?
Taken 3.
No, man.
Like
first week.
It's Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson. But is he there as well?
Oh yeah, that's Forrest, the detective. Yeah, where Liam goes to that garage and goes inside that bank or whatever. Yeah, Forrest is the detective there.
The third one I haven't watched fully.
Yeah.
I can't, like, I have watched it, but I can't remember. I remember 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But the one thing I think a lot of people can remember Forrest Whitaker from is Black Panther.
Yeah.
Black Panther. He's the one who does the process of feeding.
Chadwick Boseman.
Yes, that purple herb. Yeah. And so it's a bad accent. I don't know what it is about Americans when they try to. I don't know what perception they have about African African accents, So, but anyway, man. Forrest Whitaker celebrating his birthday today. Yeah.
And the next one we have Martin Wright, born 1964, turning 61 years old. Cancer signs are nurturing.
Martin Wright.
Yeah, Marty Wright. Yeah.
Marty Wright. Oh, okay.
Interesting fact, cancer signs are nurturing, emotional, and loving, but can also be moody, indirect, clingy, and struggle with letting go. American professional wrestler who made his WWE debut as the Boogeyman in 2005. He had feud with Booker T through his wrestling career. And that is all for our birthdays as we are about to conclude the show. If you happen to know anyone who is growing up and you would like to celebrate their birthday in style, don't worry, let us help you celebrate it.
You know whose birthday it is?
Today?
Yes.
No, I don't know.
Remember on the other platform, we had him for fashion. Kutlwano Party.
Kutlwano Party last year.
Kutlwano is celebrating his birthday today. He went out on Sunday and I posted his status. You know how dramatic that guy is. And he was at the sofa. Now look what he's sofa. So get his Sunday. He's like, that guy's funny, man. But Kutlwano is celebrating his birthday. Shout out, man.
Yeah, man. Before we close it, and closing it in style, of course, man, we know that we always and we never miss word of the day. Just to improve our spoken day, vocab. So, do you have something for us?
You kill me, vocab. Yeah, man. I want to go on a day-to-day basis. You know that we always give you words that are aimed at improving both yours and our day-to-day spoken languages, and of course, ultimately, our vocabularies. And today, on the 15th of July, is no exception whatsoever, 2025. And the word for today is grandiloquent.
Okay.
Grandiloquent. I'll find the correct pronunciation, of course. I'm very wary about that. And this word is an adjective, Mo. And sorry about that. Excuse me. How you spell that pronounce? How you spell this word is as follows. Hey, follows. I get no Tuesdays. Tuesdays. 100 episodes she for celebrating. So how you spell this word is as follows. GRANDILOQUENT. Grandiloquent. It's GRANDILOQUENT. This word is an adjective, like I mentioned. And the definition of this word, the word grandiloquent, is being pompous or extravagant in language, style, or manner, especially in a way that is intended to impress. Right? The meaning of the word grandiloquent is being pompous or extravagant in language, style, or manner, especially in a way that is intended to impress. And how you can use the word grandiloquent in a sentence is as follows. Beware of grandiloquent promises during election season. Often the most impressive sounding speeches are the ones with the least tangible plan. Let's dig beyond the big words this morning. How you can use the word in a sentence or as a sentence example is, beware of grandiloquent promises during election season. Often the most impressive sounding speeches are the ones with the least tangible plan. Let's dig beyond the big words this morning. So similar words to the word grandiloquent are pompous, bombastic, magniloquent, pretentious, ostentatious, high-flown, high-sounding, and rhetorical.
Yeah.
Right? So talk to me, Mr. Mo. How would you use this word in a sentence?
Grandiloquent, right?
Yeah, grandiloquent. Wampula, you kill me, Mo. Hey, MMS Prayaga. You kill me. Grandiloquent. How would you use it in a sentence?
Grandiloquent.
Yeah.
Grandiloquent, right?
Yes.
I think in my days of schooling, you know, I always wanted the education that is going to make me feel grandiloquent.
Okay. Or come off as grandiloquent.
Come off, yeah. Because I've always wanted to impress, man. I've always wanted to with the education until I was like, hey, this is a wrong direction to take.
Okay.
Right. So I kind of like, stayed in that kind of gang. In high school, they will always give me that. That final remark, man. What is it, Konji? There is you getting excellent, very high, and the middle adequate. You know, they'll always say adequate. I was like, okay, let me just stay adequate, man. Okay. Yeah, forever where I go, I'll just stay adequate.
So
yeah, that's how I'll use the word.
Let's find the proper pronunciation.
Grandiloquent.
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 Yeah, grandiloquent.
Grandiloquent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or magniloquent.
Magniloquent.
Yeah. So maybe we'll use the word magniloquent someday soon. But it's a similar word to being grandiloquent. You know.
Grandiloquent.
Pompous or extravagant in language and style and manner, especially in a way that is intended to impress.
Yeah.
So what it essentially means is why to say it. Understand?
Intending to impress.
Mara
yeah.
You are blatherskite.
You bloviate.
You are vacuous.
Yeah.
You execute oculism. See what we did there?
Vacuous.
You are vacuous, my bro. You know, so it's one of those things. So would love to hear your thoughts, your opinions, and everything else in between. How would you use the word grandiloquent in a sentence? Being extravagant, pompous in language, style, and in manner, especially in a way that is intended to impress. The time right about now, 37 minutes after the hour, 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
We have to get out of here. I'll tell you, I'm looking forward, Mo, this evening to SMJ. And you're wondering, SMJ, what is this guy talking?
Music Jam.
Come on, my bro. Give me a popo, So this evening, you remember yesterday when we left the studio, or when I left the studio, I was rushing to rehearsal. So today we are out there at SMJ, Sabana Music Jam, with Jonas and the band, and we're going to be doing the things that are necessary to be done this evening. I'm sure you can see it on your screens right now. And yeah, man, Sabana always is delivers, man. Is always a jam, like they say. And they have this thing. So when the MC says Sabana, you go music jam. Oh, Sabana music jam.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to that this evening, and because we're gonna see each other on. You and I are going to see each other on Friday, actually.
On Friday, yeah.
On Thursday, I'm looking forward to Black Labone.
Black Labone
is in Pretoria.
Okay.
Black Labone is...
Interesting.
a equivalent to Sawubona. So what Sawubona is to Soweto, Black Labona is to Pretoria. So we're going to be out there as well on Thursday. So this week for me is music filled, radio filled, of course, on the Vooka Breakfast Show, where radio meets TV, only and exclusively right here. So maybe I can see you at one of those music events. Between tonight and and Thursday evening. But with that being said, you and I are going to see each other on Thursday morning, bright and early, where we have a great energy exchange, and we can share insights, have all-encompassing, compelling, and of course thought-provoking conversations with industry professionals aimed at giving so much information and knowledge, having bold discussions that also hopefully have a great and positive mindset shift. But with that being said, from myself, the one and only MOOCEE Mist, my name is Musi Mist. I've been so happy and excited and just in great spirits being in your company and in your presence this wonderful Tuesday morning on the 15th of July 2025. With that being said, stay safe, stay cautious on those roads, stay warm, dress as warmly as you can, and God willing, you and I will see each other Thursday morning bright and early so we can exchange and give you your daily dose of positivity that is accompanied by a great energetic start to the day.
Yeah, thank you for your time. See you tomorrow, same time, same place right here. My name is Moketi Maimane. And as we sign out, man, take care of yourself, stay warm, and enjoy the rest of your day ahead.